Hello, welcome back to the Wood Chipper Podcast. I'm Dakota. This is my best bud, Evan. Today, we got an interesting topic for you. We're going to be talking about some haunted objects, if you couldn't tell by the title of the live stream. Evan, how you doing?
I'm doing alright. Been a long week. Got a new tattoo, got new ink.
You want to show us? Take off your shirt.
Nah, I'm good, fam. Because it's on my back. I'm trying not to get exposed for letting a whale on camera. Can't have that, dude. Nah, it's been a lot of work. Gonna be going on a little trip tomorrow. That's why we're recording on a Friday instead of a Saturday like normal.
Mm-hmm.
Get a little sippy.
A little sippy.
Hope we get some viewers in here. I don't want to start talking about this information and like somebody hops in and they're like, "What are you talking about?"
Go back in the video.
Go back in the video. I swear, bro.
I got one person that I pissed off. Or I guess I didn't piss her off. I scared her, yeah. Oops, I'm so sorry. I don't know if she watches this anymore or if I scared her off, but
I think she's been busy.
oh, who does anything nowadays?
Don't mind us. We have friends that we text when we're live. And y'all
I text mine before the whole thing.
Yeah, but they're running late. Everyone's running late today, so it's like you gotta.
It's okay. They can start at the ass end of the video and work their way up. But so we're gonna be talking about a little haunted objects today. I have a couple of them that we have gotten from encounters and people giving it to me, or giving some to me, saying, I know something's wrong with this, I don't know what, just get it the hell away from me. So I have a couple Bibles that we're told to keep away from people. Yeah. Which, I don't know, what's your opinion on that, about Bibles being haunted?
Well, at the end of the day, it's still paper and a book.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's that, how we talked about stone tape theory in the past?
Yeah, where things can be stuck on something, like stuck on repeat.
Like somebody cares about an object so much that, like, when they touch it, their energy gets transferred to it.
Yeah.
Say that, like, the bayou, like, unless it's like a negative haunting to it.
Could have been like evil stepdad.
Like, that could have been somebody's Bible, so their spirit tends to be around that Bible, you know what I'm saying? And that's why maybe that object ends up haunted. There are cases of malevolent haunted objects. You got your haunted dolls and stuff. We're going to talk about some of those today. I don't want to give away.
Evan's favorite topic is dolls. He loves porcelain dolls.
That is the biggest phobia I think I ever have in my entire life, and it has never changed how much I am horrified of dolls, dude. Like, them things, they look like you're staring into your soul. They're going to take your soul.
They're going to rip your throat out.
I think I'm playing Dead by Daylight and Chucky ran at me about scream.
I do every single time. He's so little that he goes underneath the tall grass. Like, you cannot see him in that game at all. Like, if you could see the little bit of red and you're like looking at like, what's that? And then you see his little ass run out. And it's like, oh shit!
Chucky is freaky.
Chucky sucks. I don't like playing against Chucky.
Yeah, he is awful. It's one of I never won a game against him.
You never won a game against Chucky?
No.
Oh. Now, I actually won again against Chucky not too long ago. It had to have been a new player.
Must have been.
Because he wasn't doing too well. He has arrived.
Hey! Shout-outs in the chat. Dalton's here. Shout-outs to the one person.
To the one person. And it said he left. I don't understand the whole Streamlabs viewing thing. For some reason, it'll be like running perfect, and then the other day, it's just there's no one in it.
Yeah,
And then
like,
it'll update 3 hours from now saying, "Oh yeah, you have like 15 people watching you," and it's like, "Oh, that would have been great to know."
oh yeah, I gotta check Discord, bro.
Oh yeah, we have a Discord now. Crap, I did not post it, but it is. If you go to our last episode, it's in the description of our last episode. All you got to do is copy the link, post it into.
Oh,
Google.
it did work.
It did work?
Yes, it did.
Awesome. So if you don't like us texting you, or if I don't feel like texting you, which that'll probably be a thing now, get on Discord. Get on that. You'll know us. And Sick Man Sick. Oh, yeah. We got it all hooked up where we want our viewers to actually give us topics and stuff to talk about. Give us some ideas. Like, we have... Here, let me pull it up, actually. Because I can pull it up real quick. And Discord's not open. Hold on. Let me open Discord real quick. Bloop. Yeah, so it's called the Wood Chipper server.
Yep.
And we got different roles that you can play. We have your general chat. We have theories, cryptids, UFO encounters, and paranormal encounters. So if you have something that you want to talk about, or you want us to talk about, go ahead and leave it in the Discord, and we'll touch on it. Maybe we'll do like a thing every week or something.
Like an open suggestion, like kind of answer some questions. Say you want to, and maybe one day you want to, wherever that famous,
You want to hire us for exorcisms?
or yeah, you want to get us on the phone and investigate your haunted house. I will do it. Don't think I won't.
Yeah, Evan will do it.
I will go to your haunted house and investigate your haunted house. I don't care. I don't care. So don't joke with me, because I'll show up.
Or if you just have encounters that we have not talked about, like I know there's a bunch of different stuff that we haven't talked about yet, we'll get to it. Let us know what your favorite thing is. Let us know your favorite cryptids or something like that, and it might pop up on a video.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And ma'am.
And ma'am.
And they, thems.
Which episode is it on? Is it episode 7?
We are, I think, episode 8 now.
Yeah, this is episode 8 that we're recording right now. Episode 7 has the Discord link, which after we're done with this, I will post the Discord link in the description of this video. But, let's get right into the news! So, today we're going to be talking about haunted objects. Evan, is there a specific haunted object you want to talk about right off the bat? Or do you want to, I've always loved cryptic stuff from the sea. Ooh. Save it for the Discord.
Save it for the Discord, bro. So
We need more activity.
So haunted objects, man.
Or we can have a general idea, because I really like the stone tape theory that you opened up with. But also, I want to talk about like malevolent hauntings, because remember when we had like Christian objects? Like I have crosses and Bibles here that bad juju, bad stuff happens when I pull them out. Hopefully not now, but usually if you keep them in a basement somewhere and don't give them any attention, they usually go away. So, yeah, hopefully. I haven't seen, well, actually, that's a lie. We've had some pretty strange encounters here recently because we've been talking about angels and demons and shit. But,
yeah. My life's gotten hectic since we started talking those.
Yeah.
So we might back off those topics for a little bit, because my life has turned into a nightmare.
Mhm.
But I'm trying
When you're
not to
sleeping,
give that
I'm going to
power.
sneak a doll into your bed.
I will strangle you. I mean hug you tightly.
You heard it here first, folks. Evan's going to strangle me.
I don't know if we can say that.
Oh, I have no idea. Oh, yeah, we also have a creepy-ass music box.
I hate that thing.
Yeah.
That creepy music box is horrid. It sometimes...
It actually has the original sticker on it. It was sold in... It was made in 1928.
Dalton, I promise I'm not going to touch him.
He's going to touch me. He's going to touch me, Dalton. Oh! You want to talk about... not a sponsor, but a shout-out. We have a wax burner going. You want to tell them about what you're smelling, what you're sniffing?
I'm sniffing Kool-Aid, bro. That's what
Kool-Aid?
it's actually. What is it called again?
It's called Zing.
Wait, yeah,
Here,
it's
I have
called.
it.
It's
I
called.
have it right here.
It's called
Zing. Yep.
Zing, and a viewer's wife made them.
Yep. They smell really good. And actually, she's about to produce another line.
Hey.
If you can believe that.
Yeah, that Zing to
I'm
me.
excited for that. I want to know what it smells like.
Dalton, if you want to know my opinion of what the Zing smells like, it smells like Kool-Aid, dude.
Yeah, I couldn't put my finger on it, on exactly what it smelled like at first. And then I was like, it smells like, this makes me thirsty. You know what else makes me thirsty? Kool-Aid.
Dude, yes. Yes.
I can't remember exactly what it's supposed to be. I think he said elderberry or some shit.
I don't know, but it massive.
It says
Kool-Aid
do not
bags.
eat, but I want to eat it.
I'm hungry. No.
I'm hungry.
I'm a hungry boy. You see me?
Oh yeah, if you can't tell, we're wearing our favorite horror characters today. Hey!
Yeah, I'm wearing Ghostface.
If you can't see him, you can pick up that camera and
No, that's weird. The
Stand
angle's
up.
the angle's gonna be off.
stand up, show him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking manly today.
And I have the greatest man alive behind me and
Yeah,
on my
psych.
shirt everywhere.
Psych.
We're gonna
the
have
Goku
to-
of horror.
We're gonna have to come out with a podcast that we just talk about
Horror films.
horror films. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like we'll do our own like versus battle and be like, how I think Jason would smoke Billy and Sue's ass.
Stu.
Stu, yeah.
Oh man. No, I feel like they would.
You
tag.
keep saying that they're gonna tag team each other. You know what? We'll save it for another video. We'll save it for another video. I don't want to get into it with you because I know I'm right and I know you're wrong.
Oh, I know I'm right.
Bullshit.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, let's get back into the haunted objects that we have here today.
We're not.
Or bad juju objects that we know we have.
Creepy.
Creepy.
Creepy. Scare your kid. Creepy.
Hide your kids. Hide your wife.
The boogeyman's gonna come out from under the bed. He's gonna touch your toes for
Oh, yeah.
free.
Hold on, what's the name of those? I can't pronounce that. What is that?
You
Flew
just
away.
chucked that. You just chucked that thing.
I'll have to get a little link thing that they can.
Yeah, drop the link in the
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah.
Dalton.
Dalton, that's your job. Drop the
your
link.
link.
Drop the Facebook link in the chat.
Yeah.
But anywho, we're gonna go ahead and get on this.
So let's just get right into bare bones.
Get right into the bare bones.
Hey, what's going on? Vsauce, Michael here.
Don't. We're gonna get sued. Shut up.
uh,
That phrase is trademark. Damn it.
So the just haunted objects. That's what we're talking about today. I know we're goofing along and
We're having fun. We're
We're-
trying to make it less robotic than the last
Yeah.
couple episodes.
Yeah, trying to keep it original with the personalities here, a little less scripty.
Yeah.
Um,
Time to get scripty. It's scripty in here. What the hell is that supposed to mean?
I don't know either. He said, and he probably like, that's work. I'm on my TV.
Probably. No, he's probably on an iPad. Or a Kindle.
Grandpa's on an iPad.
Grandpa's on an iPad.
No, we're just trying to have fun here. Make this a little more engaging. Let people who watch these videos back realize we actually engage with our chat, even though we're
Yeah.
talking on this podcast right now. So it's like,
If you
they'll
can
be
catch us
fun.
while we're actually talking to people, we're pretty fucking funny.
We're fun. We'll joke with you. We'll play around. But yes, we need to get our information out to actually have a premise of what the heck we're talking about. But I like to fan interact.
Yeah, it's an amazing thing.
I like
Just to talk to people.
I like to talk to subscribers all the time.
Yeah.
Actually, if you notice, those first 3-4 chats in the chat log are me, so you can actually
Yeah,
personally.
Wolfie Fry is Evan.
You
So
can
if you're ever wondering.
you can personally. I'm personally watching chat.
It's personal, damn it.
Just don't be trying to hop in my inbox. I will block you in 5 seconds if you get creepy on me. So, because I ain't trying to have no 13-year-old in my inbox. Absolutely not.
You guys will totes interact with me at the same time. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to touch you.
Evan, did you know you're the top fan of this podcast right now?
I know. I'm gonna have to talk to some people who claim they're the number one fan.
Like Arnold?
Yeah, all these people claim they're the number one fan. I'm the number one fan of my own podcast.
Yeah! Oh, shit. Okay. Let's get into it. So, let's talk about how you think malevolent spirits can get attached to objects. Like the negative energy, as you said, stone tape theory. Because maybe, entities can't just, that aren't physically there, do that sort of shit.
Ooh. So, I've got a lot of theories. This is mentally between me and my head. There is nothing no research done on this. This is just me in my head. So when it comes to malevolent spirits,
So you're schizophrenia.
Yes, this is my schizophrenia talking. Hi, isn't that right, John?
He's fucking skits.
Hey, isn't that right, John? John. Who's John?
Hello, John. Hello, John.
There's a John.
Hello, John.
Hello. So, the thing with malevolent spirits, if you're talking about, are you wanting to strictly go non-human, or a little bit of just...
We can go non-human, because I don't think there's anything about angels being attached to objects, is
No,
there?
absolutely not. Angels don't attach to objects.
I don't like this thing touching me.
No. So,
it's touching my elbow, Evan.
So when it comes to bad human spirits, it's the same thing as stone tape theory.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was their, even the most sick and twisted people have, that one precious object. My precious, my precious. They're...
Do you know what? Actually, I'm sorry to interrupt, but now that you're talking about that brought up a thing that I was thinking of. You think Jeffrey Dahmer's shit has energy attached to it?
Zach Bagans claims that there is, because
really?
He has Jeffrey Dahmer's glasses and some other stuff.
Ooh, really? Oh, well, that's fucking creepy.
So Zach Bagans at the Haunted Museum in Las Vegas. If you watch Ghost Adventures, you know Zach Bagans. I'm actually kind of siding with him at the moment. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah,
there are some people...
Evan's got some really...
I am annoyed about something, and I think somebody owes Zach Bagans an apology.
Rant time!
So there will be a rant later, because I am aggravated about what's happened this week in the news.
It's okay, baby girl. Calm down.
I will. Okay, baby dad. Let's calm down.
Baby dad?
Baby
what
dad.
the hell?
So, when it comes to, the regular just human stuff, it's once again stone tape theory. That even if they're a bad person, they're attached to that object. That's their favorite thing. Like say some communist leader in World War II with a very rectangle-shaped mustache. We can't say his name on stream, but has a rectangle mustache that looks like Charlie Chaplin. Maybe he had this little...
I think it was. I think he went undercover, and that's what he did after World War II.
Had a little bayonet blankie thingy that he slept with and went goo goo gaga at night because he has a fragile ego.
Didn't he actually sleep with a grenade underneath his pillow?
Something like that.
It was either him or Stalin. I can't remember which one it was.
I don't know.
One of them slept with... There was some dictator that sleeps with a grenade underneath his pillow.
Unfortunately, we can't say the one we're talking about because we will immediately...
No, we won't.
Yeah, you can't say his name anymore.
Really?
You cannot say his name.
Oh, shit, okay.
You cannot say his name
He
anymore.
who shall not be spoken of.
That's why I'm saying Charlie Chaplin. Look up a picture of Charlie Chaplin. You know exactly who I'm talking about. So... say he had a goo goo gaga blanket that he cuddled with his fragile little ego at night while he cried himself to sleep as a dictator of a country with his fragile ego. So his energy becomes attached to that, and because he's an evil person, his energy is going to be a negative energy. So when it manifests, it's going to be negative. Whether it's actually his spirit or just the energy he's put into it, it's going to be negative. That's what it explains a human.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to, and these are my opinions, when it comes to a haunted object that has a non-human entity attached to it.
It still's got the paper in it.
And it's a non-human entity, there is a big deal in the spiritual world.
Mm-hmm.
This is in all spiritualism, Christianity, Satanism, Hindu, any major religion in the world. Contracts, making deals, a lot of so say you're a devotee of, I'll say a god instead of a demon this time because we need to cool down on the demon talk before our lives continue to get
You want to take
messier.
out a second mortgage?
so we'll say you're a devotee of the goddess Athena. You know, she is a goddess of wisdom or something like that. Say you've got a object. Isn't also Athena like the goddess of olives?
She's also the god of war.
Yeah, say like you got an object.
Or she's not the god of war, she's the goddess of war.
Yeah, she's.
Some people
equal
don't
with
know that.
Ares.
They think, oh yeah, that's Ares, but she was the goddess of war.
And she was more the strategizing side.
Yeah.
Ares was the chaotic side.
Yeah, Ares was brute force.
Chaos.
All any means necessary kind of
Yes.
god.
Yes. So, say you're a devotee to that. Say you got an object that coincides with that god or goddess.
Yeah, like a totem or something.
Like a little totem or a symbol, or like in Greek mythology, say you even got like even a drachma at that, which is currency. And what she'll do
you
is,
can see that.
and what you can, no, I can see it. It is like they make a contract, they make a deal. Say, hey, or they make an altar or something.
Mm-hmm.
Altar is where you worship. Even in Christianity, there used to be altars. Now there's no longer physical altars. There's just mental, spiritual altars. Altars exist in the space of the spiritual realm. And say you take that object and you dedicate it to that entity, whatever it is, a goddess, a god, a demon, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That is now their possession.
Yeah, because it's technically an offering.
It's an offering. It is a possession.
Yeah.
So, if you are a very strong devotee and you believe in this stuff, those entities can be conjured through those objects. They're a source of energy and power. It creates a contract through an anchor point. It is an anchor point on this earth where they can actually manifest in and actually come into this world. Or it can also play a host with, like, let's just say the haunted dolls. We're going to bring up, obviously, the most famous one. We can't talk haunted objects without talking about the most famous one. I hate Raggedy Ann's.
Evan's favorite... Avon.
Avon.
Hello, Avon.
Avon.
Evan's favorite topic is dolls. So if you ever see him out in public, remember, go to the American Girl section in your Walmart and grab that damn doll, chase his ass down with it.
You might get punched. And you might get swung on.
No harm will come to you. Don't worry.
You might get swung on.
Square up, baby.
You can ask some of the people I used to paranormal investigate where they tried to put me in a room with dolls and I about knocked him over
He
to get
opted
out.
out. He was like, nope, the ops are in here.
The ops are here. You gotta get out of here. But so to get back into it, jokes aside, jokes aside.
Shut up, damn it.
You. We're terrible in the room together. We will play off each other's specialness.
Our specialness. Yeah, that's a great way to describe it, Evan.
You're so special.
You're so special.
We're so gifted.
You're my special little boy, aren't you?
We're so gifted.
Isn't that what Chucky says to
I think so.
to Andy? You're my special little guy or special little dude. I do Dembala.
But, so, you create these contracts, you create these anchor points.
Mm-hmm.
Also, in the demonic sense, this is more demonic, I've only heard really about this case. You don't hear this with, like, gods or goddesses. Like, you can use them to manifest gods or goddesses, but, like with the dolls and, like, with certain
It's very
things.
rare for them to actually interact with specific objects alone. Usually they interact with you directly. Like, I don't think that I've ever seen something that's like, oh yeah, maybe they say, oh, this sword is like imbued by Odin, or this knife is imbued by Athena,
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah, that's all and good, but they don't grab that and huck it 50 mile an hour at your face when you're not looking. You know what I mean?
Right.
They don't do the evil shit like how demonic haunted objects do.
Now, demonic haunted objects.
And there is a difference between a haunted object and a demonic haunted object.
Yes, and I'm about to get into it. So,
Speak your wisdom, boy.
the demonic haunted objects, like I said, with like the gods and goddess stuff, it's a tribute.
Yeah.
It's a tribute. They may use it to draw energy off of because it puts your devotion into that object. So they'll use that to manifest their energy. But as for demons,
You're my friend till the end. That's what he says.
oh, okay. So like it's a host. It's
Yeah.
the best thing I can say. It hosts the demon can use it. Whether it's like they can like say a Raggedy Ann doll, I look at it and I am completely freaked out every time I see one. It uses that fear, like something's really creepy. It uses that fear and it creates a host body for these demonic entities. And then it creates a level of notoriety and a level of fear behind it.
What does that mean? Notoriety.
Notoriety is kind of like a level of like, it's got a story behind it. You know what I mean? It's like everyone knows. Jeez. Oh gosh.
Sorry, I just put a picture of a doll on my screen and just had it slowly like look out at Evan.
But it creates this like notoriety. Like everyone knows Annabelle, everyone knows Robert, everyone knows Peggy. They know all these dolls. Peggy the doll is at Zach Bagans Museum. It's the one where if you take a picture, you may have a heart attack or a stroke.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like it creates this story and an enigma behind it that you know what you're talking about when you're talking about this doll. Or talking about this object. Like the Dybbuk box. You know what you're talking about with these objects.
Yeah.
And by the way, all these objects I'm listing off, we're going to talk about them. Don't worry about it. Don't freak out. Like, what's the Dybbuk box? What's Annabelle? What's this? Whoa! We're going to talk about it, my friends. My friend, we are going to talk about it. I promise. So, I think what it is also allowing to open up a portal and a host spot for these demons, and it creates
What the fuck? What does that even mean?
I don't even want to know. I don't even know if you can even talk
I'm not
about
even
that.
gonna say that on stream. What the hell?
The weird messages we get in private.
Yeah.
But it creates a portal and allows these demons to manifest. Because when these objects are in these homes,
Yeah.
it's not just manifesting in the doll. Like the activity ramps
Not
up
only
in
that,
the entire area.
You gotta think, every home has its own energy,
Yeah.
and it can take and influence all that energy that's already there.
No, absolutely.
Because it's a spirit of energy. It's a being of energy.
Yeah.
It's not just gonna stick to that place. It'll travel. Yeah, it may be connected somehow to the object, but it's not gonna just stay with it. It probably has there's probably a radius it can walk, or something.
It's an anchor point for it. It can go a certain distance away from that anchor point.
Yeah.
But that is ultimately where the contract was given to allow it to manifest into the human world. And like I said, these are opinions. We might be talking crazy. There has been parapsychology and physics and all sorts of studies done on these things. We didn't have time to look at all that.
Yeah.
No, man.
There's too much shit to unpack.
It's way too much. You can only go about what your theories are.
Yeah.
And you kind of got to keep an open mind.
Be a skeptic on everything.
Be skeptical of everything, but keep an open mind. Don't shut
Yeah.
your door, like the doors to your heart and mind that this stuff is possible, because there is.
Look at you getting gushy.
Getting gushy. I'm nerding out, dude. We're talking about one of my favorite topics here.
That's great. I don't have to talk as much.
So, like,
Throat.
I love the theory of haunted objects. That's something, it could get so attached to something, like your favorite scooter that's sitting in the museum in the what do they call those museum? The Smithsonian or something. So the first ever scooter ever invented, and little Timmy, it's his favorite scooter. So every time you go around a scooter, somebody faints because there's an evil energy or something come off it, because this was this kid's favorite scooter, and he ended up being a serial killer or something crazy. And this is a scooter he brought with him everywhere in his life, and now it's haunted. And
Yeah, sure.
you know, like
that's Gilmore's jacket.
that's Gilmore's jacket, dude. Like so, Fat Man in a little coat.
No, wrong movie.
I know. I'm doing that on purpose. Because that's all I can think about right now. So
We'll watch Tommy Boy after we get done with this.
well, Tommy Boy. But there's gonna be objects like, I personally don't want to be here haunting the earth after I die.
Yeah, that seems kind of a lot of work.
We all know it. Anyone who knows me, I'm a Christian. If I'm here, I failed. So
I did not go to the right place. Why is it hot down here?
I failed, guys, and yeah. So I don't want to
That'd
be
be
here
your
after
favorite
I-
place. There's a chick with a whip.
Just my keys. Harder. Harder.
Jesus Christ.
Is my savior, please. But that is so stupid. Why am I laughing so hard at this?
I don't know.
Is it because there's a live camera on me and everything's funnier? It's like the don't
Probably.
laugh.
Don't laugh at school shit.
The
Yeah.
don't laugh at school crap, where it's like, you're taking a test. If I hear a peep out of you, you're gonna fail and I'm gonna ground you.
Who said that?
You wish to haunt a guitar? Got you. I'm gonna buy. Let me know which one you haunt, and we'll put it in our collection.
Well, it'll be hanging up on my wall. Don't worry.
Yeah, Dakota's got a good. After you're dead, you might live a good 7 or so years since he's so young. Like being what, 23, something like that, 24. He's a little baby.
I can't remember how old he is, but he's like 25, I think, 26.
Me and Dalton are the same age.
Yeah, he might actually be older than you. I think.
I would think he's older than me. I'm only 26.
I think he's older than you.
Um.
Dalton, drop your age.
Yeah, we need to know. Chat needs to know.
I can't remember what you told me.
He's like, I'm 67.
I have short. I'm 57. How you doing?
Dude,
Man, he's been treating himself well then.
dude, he's gorgeous. He's never gonna age.
Ooh, gorgeous man.
He's
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. I need him to get started to write me guitar riffs. I've got so many music
He's
ideas.
30.
I've got a bunch of music
He's
ideas.
way older than you.
He's way older. He's got a 94 or 95 in there. I was born in 99. We've got 19s in our ages. Back in my day.
Back in my day, there's no 19 something. It was all 1800 and you can't build a barn, dumbass. What do you think this is? 1785?
So we're very squirrely today. I apologize, chat. We're very squirrely. But so we talked about like demonic objects. It's a contract pretty much to get them in, to start their manifestation.
Yeah, or if something happened with the object that was like, evil intention or something. Like, I know there's knives of serial killers, like, what was it, something with Ted Bundy. where his shit is like super fucking haunted.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's him or something else because, there's a lot of negative energy attached to some objects. So that brings up the question, is it actually them coming back and haunting those objects even though they should be in hell? Or maybe that's their personal hell or something, I don't know. But, what... Like, a demon could be like, num num, there's energy on this.
Oh, absolutely.
Very fucking yummy.
Absolutely. I think that they could be directed to those objects, you know what I mean? They're like,
yeah.
Say...
Now here's the thing. If you give a demonically haunted object to someone that is a, worthless piece of shit.
Yeah.
Does evil shit all the time.
Yeah.
You think it would fuck with them? Or, encourage them to do it?
I think you would probably start to encourage them to be more evil so it gets more energy to feed off of. Because that demon doesn't care if they're a piece of crap, because if you go off of what, the mainstream stuff about demons is that they're here on this earth to create chaos, they feed off of negative energies, they want to destroy things.
Because if, you have a loving family and shit, and they start messing with the loving family, yeah, that's going to create chaos. There's going to be sadness and fear.
Yeah.
But what about someone that invokes fear?
I think it just makes the object stronger.
Do you think they would even, you're doing plenty enough, I don't even need to fuck with you?
I'm
just going to sit here and eat the energy that you're producing.
I feel like it'd be a little bit of both. And this is opinion. Say they're an evil person, they're a negative person. Let's just go off the basis that this object was picked up by a Satanist. Let's just go off that. Just a genuinely negative person. And when I say Satanist, I mean Luciferian. I'm not talking about the be your own God, New Age, blah blah blah. That is so corny, dude. If you're gonna claim Satan,
I'm not gonna dog on that because I used to be both. So let's not go into that.
I'm sorry, I'm being a little mean, but
you are mean. You're being an ass. What the hell? You're supposed to be a nice, wholesome Christian. What the fuck?
Well, I'm flawed. I'm sorry. So my thoughts is it's full send or nothing. If you want to claim to be a Satanist, do the real thing. Otherwise, just say you're into New Age manifestation.
Yeah, that's
instead of calling yourself a Satanist.
Yeah.
I'm into New Age manifestation, and I like to genuinely be a good moral person who cares about myself. You could just say that instead of, I'm a Satanist, be your own God.
Oh, dude, he's eating like a fucking king. Look at that shit.
Dude, that looks fire.
That does look fire.
Dalton, your dinner looks fire.
Yeah, where the fuck's our food, motherfucker? Is that for me and Evan?
Dude, we're coming over. We're gonna watch Tommy.
I know where you live. I know where you live now. I will come over for some fucking... some omelets.
We'll come over and watch Tommy Boy.
Yeah.
I got music I want to write with you anyways.
Actually, me and him talked about hanging out and watching Medea.
I would really like to get into the studio with Dalton and you guys. I got a single idea for Through the Eyes of Achilles. By the way, there is a band. We do exist.
We just don't do anything with it.
We haven't done anything with it. Desperately searching for a drummer who's serious. Nice.
Oh.
Nice. What up? Welcome to chat. Nice. But we wanna write some music. I'm calling this project Dichotomy of Mind. We're gonna get into some
Project Dichotomy.
We're gonna get into the mind here when we write this music. So Dalton, if you're ever down, Adeline's got a nice giant studio if we ever need to get into a studio and actually practice.
Actually, what's his name said we could go over there and record.
Oh, we can?
Yeah, he said as long as you pay me like $20 every time you do it.
Nice.
And bring your own flash drive. And I was like, dope, because he's got a whole sound booth and stuff set up. But off topic.
I know.
Get back on topic, Dan.
I just like spreading.
I gotta reel you in.
Yeah, you gotta reel me in, dude. I'm the definition of a squirrel.
Horn's a big boy!
like those objects. I like that Satanist. Say you give him a demonic object, I feel like it would manifest and mess with him to let it know it's in charge. It like it's an evil object or something like that. Something evil, and scare him into submission.
Mm-hmm.
And then after a while, it'd probably encourage the chaos, so it could feed off the energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would. It would definitely feed off of that, and it would just grow stronger. And once again, because of the things that would be associated with that object, it created a level of notoriety behind them. It's like Annabelle, the constant things that happen to it. We'll get into those. I don't want to spoil what we're talking about.
You already said it.
Well, I don't want to spoil. Like, yes, we're talking about Annabelle, but I'm not saying exactly what we're talking about with Annabelle.
Yeah, we haven't even gotten into the encounters and all that shit yet. We got a long time coming, so you just wait. Sit back in your seat, crack open a cold one.
Cold one with the boys.
Cold one with the boys.
But I feel like you just create more energy, more power, more infamy, make that object stronger. Just like the stories with the Dybbuk box, Annabelle, Robert, they just get increasingly strong to the point where somebody does something they're not supposed to do and they end up unalive. Spoilers.
Touchy is a no-no.
Don't touch it.
No touchy.
So that's kind of what my thoughts are. What are your thoughts personally?
I don't know. It's all energy to me.
Oh yeah.
No matter what it is, like even demons and stuff, it's all I see it as energy. Negative or positive, it all depends on how you want to use it, how you can walk around it, because there are ways to, and what I have done to completely avoid it, like all the negative, and just go after the straight positive stuff about certain things.
Well, yeah.
So, I don't necessarily know because, I've had negative interactions with certain entities and stuff like that, but I've also had really good ones that have done me no wrong and shit.
I personally am like you. I like the more positive.
Yeah.
I get more out of an investigation, even with an object, if there's something positive attached.
Because, if you're thinking about it, if it's just something that's like, oh, it's just a dark thing standing in the corner. Oh, it's fucking terrifying. But what if they're not meaning to be terrifying?
No,
and they're like, oh, all you get are touches, or someone touches you or something, and it's like, hey. And that's all you hear or something. You could be like, oh, my house is haunted. I'm scared as shit. It scares the fuck out of me.
Yeah, but
then it could just be, Grandma Milton touching your back, being like, hey, how are you doing today?
But, I get more interaction out of a good entity than an evil. The evil entity, all it wants to do, like a demonic entity, a negative entity, this is why I kind of like to lean more towards a positive haunting when I go and investigate, is they just want to scare the crap out of you so they can feed off your energy.
Yeah.
When it's like a more positive haunting, it's a loved one in a house or something like that. It's your great grandma or something like that. It's more wholesome.
Yeah.
And
you're like, oh, it's just. And it also goes about you could be like, oh yeah, it's some fucking demon, but it's not. And it's all how you kind of see it. As I said, it's all just energy. You might get some scratches, some bruises or something, but when's the last time you heard of someone getting thrown down some stairs or something like that? You know what I mean?
No, just those objects, like the evil objects, it's there to scare the crap out of you so it can feed off, because it feeds off to chaos.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a human evil entity, it's them. It's their personality. I don't know what to tell you there. It's how they were in life. That's how they are in death. They cost every 5 seconds in death. Or in life, they're going to cost every 5 seconds in death. What do you think's going to change, dude? It's not going to change. So they may be more negative. If that person that's attached to that object was abusive and they beat the heck out of people, maybe when you go near that object, you might get hit, you might get scratches, you might get tripped, you might get something abusive happen to you. Because that's the person, they were a piece of crap. And it's just how that is. But if it's a good thing, maybe that was great grandma Ruth's
The holy flip flop.
the holy flip flop. But it's like great grandma Ruth's favorite like statue, like a unicorn statue. Because back in the day, like unicorn statue collecting and stuff like that was huge.
Yeah.
My great grandma had a huge unicorn collection.
That and fairies.
Fairies, yeah, that too. I used to collect dragon statues. I wish I had more. But
Yeah, whatever happened to all your dragon statues?
I had a ton, dude.
I remember you had like a cool ass fountain. And
Yeah.
Shit, that was like huge.
I had a fountain, and something happened to it. I missed my pendulum clock. I had a real pendulum clock
Oh,
with
yeah.
dragon. It fell and got broke. I about cried.
Oh,
It was not cheap.
I would have cried too.
And people would buy me dragon statues all the time. Because it used to be my favorite thing. Now just buy me the Jaws collection and I'll be okay. That's what the new tattoo is a shark with the new ink. But, like, that's your great-grandma's favorite object. And maybe when she chooses to be at that object.
Yeah.
It was the treasure in her eye, or the apple of her eye. She always looked at it lovingly, you know. And maybe her energy's attached to it. And that's how she chooses to be in this world, is through that object. And it doesn't always have to be a bad reaction with a haunted object.
Yeah, it's not always bad. It's just one thing people don't understand. Like, it could just be a fucking benign haunting that they don't do anything. You just see a black shadow figure. That's it.
Right.
Like, you see something out of the corner of your eye, poof, it's gone.
Right. And, just, that's what happens with those objects, you know. And sometimes, the reason we know more about the negative is because, once again,
We have negative ones.
they gain a reputation. They're known all over. You know, some of the most famous people in the parapsychology world are involved with them, like the Ed and Lorraine Warren, John Zaffis. And
Evan's rant is starting.
and stuff like that. These negative objects, they get a story behind them. I don't want to get into that rant until we finish talking about
All the other.
stuff.
All the
because
other
I
ones.
could take an hour on this rant, and I
Well,
would
it's
rather.
probably gonna take an hour because we got all of our or at least my personal objects that I have here sitting right next to me, and then we have all the objects that I don't have, but we have stories and encounters and all that shit we
The
got to go
famous-
through too.
The famous.
Yeah, the
ones.
famous ones.
But that's why they're so known as negative, and you got guys out there like Zach Bagans who go out and only collect the negative ones, you know, that have bad things attached to them, you know. So that just happens, you know. That's the way of the world. The way of the world is we focus on every bad little thing because we are negative. We are, as much as society doesn't want to admit it, we are all very negative as a human race.
Oh yeah.
We laugh at thousands of people dying in 9/11 and stuff like that. I'm guilty, and I feel really bad about it daily. But like, see, we laugh about stuff like that. You can't tell me humanity is not very negative.
Yeah.
So when negative things like this come up, like Annabelle or the Dybbuk box or stuff like that, you know, it's gonna garner more of a reputation. Or as great grandma Ruth is haunting the unicorn statue, we're like, oh, that's sweet, and that's all you ever talk about. That's all that ever gets brought up about it. That's it. And, you know.
Sorry, I stretch right there.
Whereas you talk about Annabelle, you're like, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened. Oh my gosh, that's so scary. Blah, 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 blah. You're turning like Eminem, turning into a rap god, talking about every little thing the Annabelle doll did.
You could make a whole song about that.
You can make a song. You can make a song about that doll. And everyone will be like, that is the dopest song ever. Screw you, Grandma Ruth. And just so just
Oh, shit.
garner that in mind that there are still positive haunted objects. There's still, you know, human hauntings and stuff. Not everything is negative. You know, it's the same thing with the regular paranormal stuff, where you think you see the haunted shadow figure in the corner of your house, and it's probably Uncle Stu. He just don't know how to manifest. He don't have enough energy to manifest himself.
He doesn't have enough mana.
He has no mana, my magic friends. No mana. It just, he doesn't have enough energy to manifest, so the only thing he can show himself as a figure, and you think it's the freaking devil in the corner, so you're calling a priest, and the priest, who also sees a shadow, because he's a man of God, is gonna go, "That's a demon!" And "That's a demon! You need your house exorcised!" It's just, and they're going, "Oh, in nomine Padre, Filii, Spiritus Sanctis, in nomine Padre, Spiritus Sanctis," and they're just going through your house and stuff, even though that's just Uncle Stu.
He's gonna be there when he leaves. He ain't going nowhere. The hell am I listening to?
That's a great question.
That is a great question. Oh, it's the T-Man.
I don't know who the T-Man is, but
It's my brother.
Well, we're talking about haunted objects, dude.
Yeah.
We're talking about haunted objects.
See,
we're
we
talking
got
paranormal.
3 people. It says 3 people are watching, but we only have 1 viewer.
Yeah, I know, that's
The
crazy.
TV is wrong.
Wrong.
Wrong. It's all wrong.
But the haunted, like, I guess we should just get right into it. Let's get into some of these encounters.
Yeah, some of the...
Just to explain to you what is going on with this stuff.
Do we want to start with the famous ones, or do we want to go with the ones that I've got?
Nice. Drake.
He's going to fix the Discord. Don't worry.
Nice.
My man is on it.
Yep, Drake is on it.
Great man.
Great man.
Great.
He built our Discord server.
He
Give him
did.
thanks.
He knows exactly what he's doing, so...
Yep. If you want to thank anyone for how nice the Discord is when you get into the Discord, thank Drake.
Yep.
There's your shout out, boy. So let's just get into the haunted objects, dude. Just,
Which one?
Any one.
The
Pick
one
out
I've got, or the famous ones?
You get off one you can go off ones you got. They like.
Okay.
Pick
What
one.
to start with? What to start with?
We got like 5 or 6 objects here.
Yeah, actually, no. I have 6 objects.
It would have been 7 if we wouldn't have broke the one and set it on fire because of how haunted it was.
Yeah.
We had a 7th one though, so haunted you had to break it and set it on fire. Do you have any of the Ouija boards either?
I have the old Ouija board, the Hasbro one.
We know.
I know it's not in the description yet. I'll fix it later.
Also, I think we were having issues with that. We had to do some weird like ID identification or something like that. Remember?
Yeah. So if you want to join the Discord, it is not a link that you can just click on. You have to copy and paste it inside of a search browser. And then it'll bring you, and if you have it on your device, it'll automatically link it to your account and you will join.
Also,
and accept the rules. Read the rules.
Drake, if you want to drop the link in the chat, go ahead. We can't drop it because of that stupid YouTube verification thing.
Yeah.
So we can't do it.
Yep.
But yeah, let's go.
Our mod.
Yep.
I'll have to somehow add him to do that. Should we go about what we believe about the exorcism one?
Well, there's theories on that one.
So we have a theory. We don't know how true it is, but I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it.
Go ahead.
It's this little fucking box that I have, and it's got a Bible in it. Well, we didn't know exactly what we had come across. I forget who gave this to us.
Someone gave it to you or something. You were out antiquing, I think.
Yeah.
We found this in an antique shop.
Yeah. And we glossed over it, didn't think much of it, and then we found ourselves walking away and walking to an aisle. And me and him both walked to this aisle and turned and looked and saw this fucking thing sitting on one of the racks and stuff, and we just what the hell is that? How did we miss that? And we picked it up. But inside of it, can't really see. Let's see.
Kinda.
There is a gridded map drawn in crayon. And I can't tell you what it says, on it because it doesn't really have anything, but it's of a river.
Yeah.
And we Googled it because we were like, "Where's this at? What? Why was there a crayon map drawn on it?" Well, on the back of it, it's written. If you can see it, it says Missouri on it. Evan, would you like to tell the audience what the significance of that map and Missouri have in common?
Well, so has anyone watched the movie The Exorcist?
Actually, here, hold on. I'll tell you the date of the Bible. There's something that says Brendan loves Don, and then there's like something about Carl A. Frey, December 1st, 1973. This book is not to be sold, even though I bought it.
So, if you've watched The Exorcist, you know that
I just realized there's a burn mark on it.
oh, that's crazy.
You see it?
Yeah, it's like someone tried to start a fire on it.
Yeah.
And it didn't light.
I don't know. This touching this damn thing freaks me out.
So the Exorcist movie was it was actually based off a true story.
Yeah.
In St. Louis, Missouri.
And isn't this the map of the river?
Yeah, that's the map of the river.
Yeah, this is a map of the river, and there is an X mark off to the side of it, and it's colored differently. It's got a black crayon mark instead of because it's all green all the way around it, and we're guessing a kid drew it or something. Which
we've had our theories that object is possibly
connected to the exorcism incident, which we don't know.
We don't have any proof.
We don't have any proof. It's just very coincidental that we have a book from a Carl A. Frey that he'd written in it in 1973. I think that's what it was called. And isn't that the time of when it happened, or like a year before?
It was.
Or year after.
I'm not fully sure on that. I don't know how close The Exorcist is to the real thing.
Yeah.
But I think we've taken EMF detector and some stuff.
Yeah, and it's gone off. Even though this thing is made out of like a hard plastic, which is weird. Because I don't know when plastic was made, but it's a green plastic. Which, if you know anything about green plastic, that's usually on old things. If you scrape the paint off.
Yeah, so we've had weird energy with it. What's some of the other hauntings we've kind of experienced with it?
I think that's the first object that we had.
No, I'm talking more like what EMF is there?
Oh, yeah, we've had EMF readings. No, we did have a Ghost Box episode with it, remember? Or a session with the S Box, which
I wish we had a spirit box still.
Yeah. But anywho, the what did it say? Because it said something, and it was like Zuzu or some shit.
Yeah, I'm not sure. The hard part about when you investigate anything about The Exorcist or anything like that, or you have a suspicion, the demon that gets brought up. And if you don't want it in your house, mute your phone now. I'll give you a second.
He'll give you a thumbs up when you're ready.
But the demon's name is Pazuzu, because they say that the original demon that influenced that case was summoned off the Ouija board.
Yeah.
And that when he was playing with the Ouija board, he started summoning this entity. It went Z-O, 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 which is the Zozo demon, the Ouija board demon. And the Ouija board demon, if you actually, with these people investigated and went back into what the actual name was, it was Pazuzu. So every time you investigate anything that has to do with that case, and we have summoned this demon accidentally
by fucking with the Ouija board.
By fucking with the Ouija board multiple times, we have summoned Zozo multiple times. So anytime we do an investigation that ties to that for some reason, I don't know if it's just the mental, we're in our heads and it manifests that way, but we have summoned Zozo on that thing and a few other things multiple times, trying to get information, and it never ends well.
Yeah.
it always ends bad. I know your AC kicked on, so that might have been tripping it.
I don't hear it kicking on. It would make a loud.
So your lights are just flickering for the heck of it. If there's
I
ghosts,
guess.
if there's ghosts in here, keep flickering the lights, please. It's nice. Please. But so that object has got a lot of energy behind it, and it's when you're around it and you touch it,
That's why it stays in the basement.
it gives pretty bad vibes. Pretty bad vibes.
Yeah.
It's
Bad vibe.
It's
Bad
a,
vibe.
It's a bad vibe. That's all I can say. I don't know if you got much else on it or.
That's all I have. It's just weird that we picked it up in an antique store, and we both came to it and looked at it and was like, "What the hell is wrong with this?" And then we bought it, and then we discovered that it had Missouri written on the back of it, and then we saw that it had a map because it was all taped up. You couldn't tell what was inside of it.
Yeah.
It was just a box. So
Yeah.
all we saw was the box, and it had tape going all the way around it, like I want to say saran wrap almost. And we had to tear it apart, but we couldn't see anything on the back of it. But there is a number on here, but I don't know what number it's supposed to mean.
Yeah. It might be a serial.
And it's all scratched to hell too.
It's probably a serial number or something. No, we can get into.
The other ones?
Well, let's get into a famous one. Kind of alternate a little bit.
Alright.
Like, do the Dybbuk box.
Do a Dybbuk box? Okay, so there is multiple Dybbuk boxes, which are I want to say Jewish.
Yes.
So, Jewish, there's a thing called a Dybbuk. Or, what is it, a jinn?
Jinn is another term, but that's more for like your Arabic.
Yeah.
For Jewish, it is Dybbuks.
Okay, so Dybbuks are, I want to say they're like demons. They're
They
Jewish
are.
demons. They're
They're-
Jewish demons, and they only pop up if you have. What is it? All I know is that it's just a malicious Jewish spirit.
It can be. Oh man, it's been so long since I've gone over Dybbuks. Because when in my studies of demonology, I wanted to know about Dybbuks, so I studied them a little bit as well. Not as much as I did with regular demons, but it's like you had a regret in your life or something, like because the Jewish people are supposedly God's chosen people, so like
Yeah.
they should die and go straight to heaven. But it says something like, you say you deny God and you live life with regrets, you can become a Dybbuk, and then they become attached to, like, you can attach them to objects or something like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty, and I think we're going to talk specifically about one, the most famous one.
Yeah.
It was in the news a couple years ago, was the Dybbuk box at the Haunted Museum, at Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum.
Which there is a story actually before that, before it even got to his
Zach's,
museum.
yeah. But
Yeah.
when it was with Zach, it did make the news for a famous singer, almost killing them. But let's get into kind of what the intro is to it real quick if we can.
So, a Dybbuk box is usually it's like, I want to say a box. It's some sort of box that can be closed, obviously. But it's closed and sealed by like wax and hair and
Yeah.
stuff to keep whatever it is inside. The one that we're going to be talking about was actually in Poland.
It was Holocaust survivors.
I think so, yeah. And it was bought off eBay in 2001. And then I think it ended up getting into Zach's. Yeah, it's in the current location of it is Zach Bagans' museum, and it was it's a wine cabinet. Did I already say that?
No, but that's what this one is. Yes.
Yeah, so it's a wine cabinet. It's said to hold a Dybbuk, a malicious Jewish spirit, and did they open it or was it already opened when they got it?
They have not opened it.
They have not opened
It
it.
is still shut to this day.
Okay, because the things that had happened to the dude before it had gotten to Zach Bagans was kind of fucked up. He suffered from like nightmares all the time. He had a bunch of illnesses that he came down
And
with.
he ended up having a stroke.
Yeah, he saw shadow figures. There was unexplained accidents at his house. Like I think he said his sister was staying with him one night or something, and she saw something like night terror almost, or what was it? It's sleep paralysis. When you just go to sleep and you can't move, and something walks
sleep
up on
paralysis demon.
you. And they said something was there, and I remember they said that it was they had opened it actually, which causes almost certain death. I do believe, because I think they resealed it.
Yeah.
But because I think they brought what's it called, a rabbi?
Yeah, they brought a rabbi in.
Yeah, they brought a rabbi in to close it back up or something like that. I can't remember the whole story. There's 2 different stories that I know of Dybbuk boxes, so I might be mixing them. But this is just, I'm trying to keep them separated. But also his house caught on fire.
Yeah.
You never heard that.
Yeah, so this object, he kind of gave you the prehistory. It's now in Zach Bagan's museum, and anytime anyone even, like, this thing has to be gated off now. Like, they have it purposely locked so you can't touch it.
Yeah.
A lot of people would go into the room where this Dybbuk box was, and they'd faint, they get nauseous, they've had to take people out. But the most famous one happened to Post Malone.
Yeah.
A few years ago, if you remember, Post Malone was in a plane crash, almost hit by in a massive car wreck, and then something else. Well, before, like a week before all that had happened, he was at Zach, because him and Zach are very good friends. He went to the Haunted Museum.
Oh, they did open it.
And they touched it and were messing with it. And they say every time someone touches or messes with the Dybbuk box, bad things happen to him afterwards. And, you know, him and Zach were daring each other to do it, and they did it. And that's what happened to Post Malone. Now, the thing about a Dybbuk box is, and what I get from it mentally, what my opinion is it's a trap.
Yeah.
What it is,
trap for demons and shit.
They trap the demon or the evil entity or whatever it is inside this box or object. It's not just always a box. It can be an object. It could be a dresser. It could be a cabinet. It could be anything.
As long as it's able to be sealed.
As long as it's able, the
it's
doors
some sort
be
of
able
container.
Yeah, you can seal it. They will use it.
Yeah.
So to me it's a trap. And now that you've trapped an evil, vengeful spirit, whether it's a demon, a Dybbuk, or a malicious person, or something like that, you have now angered it.
Yeah.
You have made it really pissed off. You trapped it in a box.
The dude that owned it before Ghost Adventures said his name is Kevin Manis.
Yeah.
So Kevin Manis reported having dreams, terrifying dreams of a hag beating him while he was sleeping. His house always smelled of cat's urine. And apparently he got anonymous notes left by the buyers when he bought it. So apparently it looks like they sent him notes through the mail and also had notes saying, this has a bad darkness, do not open the box, we're sorry, we had to pass it on, and stuff like that.
So, like, the thing with these objects are, like, it's a trap. The spirit is now angry. Now you open the thing.
Yeah.
Now you just unleashed a pissed off spirit.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen? A lot of bad stuff's going to happen because energy is still energy, positive or negative. You release a massive wave of negative energy. Like, you can get around guys like me and Dakota when we are in a bad mood. It's, oh, okay. So, this bad energy is now pushed out. It's now dark. It's out there. It's going to attach to your life. I believe spirits attach to people's lives more than people want to care to admit. Yes, you cause a lot of your own crap,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but sometimes there's some few moments where, like, Why did the tire fall off the car and come flying at my head like Final Destination? I mean, yeah, sometimes just bad energy, dude.
Yeah.
You can't help it. It's just like we're talking about ley lines, you know. Even the land, it can help perpetuate that stuff. So think about that when you open up something like a Dybbuk box, because like I said, there's multiples of these things. They're real. They exist. There's more than just the one in Zach Bagans Haunted Museum. That's just the most famous one. That you open these things.
There's a story about a whole family, actually. There's a YouTube channel that I watch all the time. His name's Mr. Ballin. Have you ever heard of him?
Nope.
I
thought you were going to bring up Mindseed, and I was going to shake my head at you.
No.
Because Mindseed supposedly did a Dybbuk Bach episode, but then I watched one of their paranormal ghost hunting videos, and it was faked. So I don't even know if their Dybbuk Bach video was real, too. So I'm questioning them.
Well, Mr. Ballin does just short stories and stuff. He's some dude that you put on the TV to fall asleep to.
Dude, nap time.
Because he's got that soothing voice.
You're like,
yeah.
Hey, let's go to sleep tonight.
Hello, I'm Ballin.
We're going to bed.
But yeah, he's got an episode, and that's the story that I know of the Dybbuk box. It was told by him, and it was of a family. And
I know about this.
I don't remember exactly everything about it, but we can move on. Yeah, I don't really know anything else about the Dybbuk box.
Not much really else is to be known other than that there is a spirit of a Dybbuk attached to the box, and when you mess with it,
yeah,
it doesn't end well.
Even if the Dybbuk box is like, you know, I want to say like faked or something, and you don't think it's real, like just the whole calling it a Dybbuk box and doing the whole wax seal shit can just manifest something bad. It can have dark energy surrounding it and stuff like that. And it's worse because it's not actually sealed in it. It's surrounding it. It's it's made it its own.
So like, you know, sorry, I wouldn't say this is off topic. This is definitely on topic. It's like you go to a location. It originally wasn't haunted, and all of a sudden it's haunted, and this one person, like this little boy or something with a strong imagination, is saying, I'm seeing this spirit. It's a big man, and it's got these big muscles, and it's got gnashing teeth or something like that. You know, it's got this stuff, and the next thing you know, you're seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
or you hear something run through the woods or something.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is that?
And then all of a sudden, now there's this haunting of this thing that has never been there before, and now it's there, and you're like, and then you go and bring an investigation team in, and there's, or even a psychic medium, if you believe in psychic mediums, the ones that supposedly can see the dead. They're like, there's this non-human entity, and they were like, how's this entity got here? And they said, well, it was created through an imagination. Those hauntings do exist. It's like a poltergeist. You have now just created a new haunting just through your imagination, because your intentions have energy, and they give thoughts, and when you give thoughts and give energy to them thoughts, just like in your regular day life, whether you say, I can do this or I can't do this, or you're like, I'm not worthy or I am worthy, it's the same thing with the haunting. You have now put energy into it, and now you're breathing life into it.
Yeah.
And so you could create a haunting out of nothing because you're over here tripping, whether you're, whatever, something, you see a pile of clothes in the corner, and
you see something in it, you see the boogeyman.
You see the boogeyman in the pile of clothes in the corner, and then you finally take the clothes away one day, and then there is something there because you have manifested it.
Yeah.
Manifestation is real. It is very real. As much as I was joking and dogging on those people earlier about it, manifestation is real. You can manifest energy, and you can manifest spirits. You can manifest that stuff just through intention and thought alone. So those type of hauntings are real. And you could do that with a Dybbuk box. You could do that with an object. If I looked at this object you got sitting back here, this little china thing, whatever, the little metal thing.
This?
No, I'm talking about on your actual table, the big metal thing. Yes.
That's concrete.
And I looked at it every day, and I was like, there's a demon attached to that. There's a demon attached to that. There's a demon attached to that. There's a demon attached to it. Every time I'm near it, something negative happens. Something negative happens.
Because I use it.
Yeah. And next thing you know, after a while,
I'm gonna start manifesting it because I'm thinking of it.
It's gonna manifest it. Because you believe it, you're manifesting it into the world.
Yeah.
That's the same thing with just human psychology. If you're depressed all the time and you manifest negative energy, that's all you're gonna manifest. You know, if you think you're a piece of crap, you eventually become a piece of crap because that's all you can manage to think of in your mind. So just remember that. Evan, take notes for yourself. So,
Dalton has returned. Spooky. Can you read that?
Yeah, it says totally real. I had a cross, you know. Yes, I know that cross. I haven't seen it in a long time. Probably, I don't know what happened to it. But unless you're still in possession of it, I've not seen that thing. But it's, you can do that. You look at an object and it'll manifest, and you can manifest energies on it. That's the same thing with the Dybbuk box.
Yeah.
And if the Dybbuk box is real, you've trapped a very pissed off spirit, and you just let it out.
Yeah.
Of course, your life's gonna be chaos.
So you're not supposed to. I don't understand why they just don't bury them damn things. Instead
Yeah.
of selling them on eBay or anything like that, they could have just buried the motherfuckers.
Yeah, instead of like eBay. No, let's bury it instead of cursing somebody else. Oh, that's where it disappeared. I have no idea. I have not seen it. It's not with me. But it's just those objects, they have those energies. So if you want, we can talk about another object you own. We're going to bounce back and forth between actual objects we have here and the stories.
Which one we want? We want the cross, we want the exorcism cross, we want the Last Rites cross, we want the music box.
We can talk about the music box. I really like that Last Rites thing.
The big one or the small one? This one?
Yes. Yeah, that thing straight up walked out the door. It grew legs. It walked off.
Did we throw it away and it somehow appeared back in the basement or some shit?
I don't know.
And I just left it in the basement?
Unfortunately, Maddie and, you know, we've had our past and we've talked it out. We're fine with each other now, but man, she has experienced more paranormal things just being in proximity to me than anyone else I've ever met.
Yeah.
She has been haunted by association with me at times. Just from knowing me, she's had some crap happen. So, I apologize, but it is what it is. It just...
Damn it, Evan, you're the cause of everything.
Dude, I cause some... Dude, back in the day, I had some energy on me, dude. If you remember, dude, I was packing some energy everywhere I went. Whether it was some from an investigation I did or what, like... You called it my proverbial black cloud everywhere. It was just darkness everywhere. It was just...
Dark. I can't sing that song, damn it.
Yeah, copyright.
Yep, copyright. Metallica will get me.
Metallica will get us.
So next object, we have this.
That music box is nightmare fuel.
Evan hates it.
Well, it's because we've experienced it.
It's got roses on the top. It's like super nice.
Did you look it up and actually figured out how old it was?
Yeah, it was like, I can't remember how old it was. It's been a while. Metallica, yeah.
Metallica.
Exactly. But it's a music box, and it was sold by a company back in 1928. And the song on it is Ooh, Clara de la Lune.
Claire de Lune.
Claire de Lune. I don't know if it's copyrighted. Probably not.
No, that's a song I actually learned how to play when I was in high school band.
Hold on.
This thing is awful because when they were in their old apartment and I'd come over,
It would just randomly start doing it.
it was
No one messed with it.
it would just randomly do it. Like you said, it would just start playing. We'd all be out of the room in the kitchen or something talking, and then in the living room you just hear ding 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 ding, and we hadn't messed with it or anything. It just start. Your fridge is running right now.
Oh, that's probably why.
And I think we also put some equipment to this, like EMF detectors and stuff.
Did we ever get anything off that? I can't remember.
I don't know if we did or not, but I know.
I also know it could be an EMF trap, but I don't think there's copper in it.
I have no idea, but I know when we first got it, I'm a little numb to energy here lately, but when we first got it, when I was really like sensitive to stuff, that thing would give me a sense of dread, like death dread. You're like,
what does it give you now?
I haven't.
Now that it's been sitting in a basement away from people for like the longest time, I have not touched this object.
It doesn't.
It feels dried up.
Yeah, it's like, it's there, you know. But when we first got it, and
didn't we have like a little girl talking through us through this S box?
I think
while we had it.
I think so. We need to reinvestigate these objects, which unfortunately is going to give them some
new life, new energy. I remember we heard someone somewhere. I heard one somewhere.
Well, you were. I don't remember if you remember. I went to Justice's ex-girlfriend's house, and you were with me. And we saged the house and the door upstairs shut when we were trying to clear out the demon. You were with me that night, and I remember you about knocked me down the stairs. I don't know if you remember it or if you've totally forgotten it from from smoking or whatever. But we went to that house by that, literally right next to that church, and there was a demon in it, and I went and started to clear it, and as we were leaving, after everything went quiet, the door shut as we were all walking down the stairs. And you and I can't remember Justice's first baby mama's name, Cheyenne or something like that. You both pushed me down the stairs. You haven't forgot about that, dude. That day, that was horrifying. She was one of the witnesses to that event. She was there. She witnessed it because they about knocked me down the stairs.
Fuck out of the way, Evan.
And I remember her mom being so pissed. I was like, if you ever want to get rid of this thing, you're going to have to get... So if you want to know if people have ever experienced some shit with me, there's some proof right there in the chat. But, shit, what was my train of thought? But yeah, we caught a little... You said something like a little girl, but now that it feels so dry, we need to get back and investigate these objects again.
Yeah, because you can just section off and like quarantine objects, and if you just don't give them any attention or any sort of energy or anything like that, they eventually kind of just...
Let's say go dormant.
Yeah, they go dormant for like a long time.
Kind of like what's supposed to be happening with a certain doll right now.
God damn it.
Dude,
fucking doll again.
I'm so pissed. We all know what doll I'm alluding to at this point.
Yeah.
Stop it, dude. Dude, I hate that. I can't even look over there, dude.
I keep putting a doll up on the TV screen so he sees it.
Oh my gosh.
I have my monitor right in front of me, and then I have a TV sitting up here on the wall. If you missed the last episode, we have like 8. This is our 8th one now. Go back and watch them. Like and subscribe.
We need views.
We need views.
We want to get paid for this.
Please give me your viewership.
I want to get paid, guys.
We don't get paid until 500 subscribers.
Yeah, so start sharing.
Yeah. Share it to everybody. I'm slowly rolling back, and I don't know why.
Gotta go.
Gotta go.
But let's get into another one of the famous ones. Like I said, that object, it's an interesting one. We've had some creepy stuff with it, but it's been very quiet.
Yeah. A lot of our stuff has been super quiet. Like, they haven't really done anything. One thing I want to talk about is called the Hope Diamond. If you've ever heard...
I don't know much about this. I don't.
That's okay, I'll talk about it. So, there are different owners And this first thing that was talked about this diamond, it was 17th century. So each story is connected by this diamond, like the owners suffered some sort of tragedy and stuff. There was one called the first owner. Her name was Jean Taverner, and she was mauled to death by dogs, by a pack of wild dogs. The second owner is, I don't know my Roman noodles, but it's Louis XVI and Mary Antoinette.
Ah!
You know Mary Antoinette?
Yes, they're the ones that lost their heads in the French Revolution.
Yep, they were executed during the French Revolution.
They were the former king and queen of France.
Yeah, that was 18th century. There was a Russian prince that got a hold of it called Kantovit. God, I can't say the name. Kanavisky. It's something. He was murdered by revolutionaries. The next one was a Greek merchant. It's gone around the world. Very high and mighty people, and shit goes bad with them. The Greek merchant was named Simon. God, I'm butchering these names. Manocherids. He actually drove off a cliff
Oh my gosh.
in a chariot with his family.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. The next story comes from a sultan.
A sultan.
Yep, called Abdullah Hamid II. And he was deposed and exiled. I don't know, or he died in exile. The next family, not the most recent, but the second most recent owner, and they were from 1911. Evelyn Walsh and the McLean's family. Their son died in a car crash, the daughter overdosed, the husband was institutionalized, and the wife went bankrupt. Yeah. Yeah,
Yikes.
they gotta. Yeah. And the next one is one of a great race of people, mailmen. His name was James Todd. And this is the most recent. It was a 1958 delivery. So, the diamond, they don't know where it's at now. Or so far is what I'm reading, is they have no idea. Oh, no, okay, so they do know where it is. Okay. So, it's at a Smithsonian, actually. Right. And apparently there have been no incidents. Oh, yeah. James Todd, he had a leg injury. His house caught on fire and his wife died.
Ooh.
And that was 1958.
Is there any history on this, or is it just
that is the history. That's the accounts.
They don't know the origin. It's just this diamond, or was it cursed?
They don't know where it came from. They just say it's a diamond that has been passed down from historical turmoil, and it's just all the tragedies are supposed to be a coincidence, but no one thinks it's a coincidence. They all think it's supernatural causes.
I wonder if it's one of those objects that wasn't necessarily meant to be haunted, but because it's been involved in so many tragedies now,
it's considered haunted.
It is created once again a notoriety, a curse. It wasn't initially.
It's got a legend behind it.
It's got the legend behind it, and now it's become, in a sense, alive. So it's killed Marie Antoinette and King Louis. What is that? 16th, I think, is that?
Yeah.
King Louis XVI is who he was. Those were the people who were responsible for being such greedy little turds that started the French Revolution.
Yeah. So
talk
actually,
about people.
There is a thing. It's a suggested curse that if you own it, you're cursed. If you're greedy, you're cursed. If you got it out of greed, that's the curse, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
But once it was donated to the
Yeah.
Smithsonian by the James Todd, because that's where he delivered it straight to the Smithsonian.
It's been there ever since.
Yeah, it's been there ever since our mailman James Todd took it there. And they said once it was donated, it lost its curse, which it's still being held at the Smithsonian. So you could go see it if you want.
I think I have seen it. I've been to the Smithsonian, but I wonder if it's even. Like I said, I visited there, and I probably have seen it. I just don't remember it.
Yeah.
Because that was a very crappy point in my life. Washington D.C. One break.
Mhm.
We're gonna take a quick little break, and then we're gonna get back into more the personal objects. I hope you guys stick around, listen, hang out, chat with each other. I don't care. Do whatever you need to do.
Don't go nowhere.
Take
We'll
a potty
be
break.
right back.
Take a potty break. Get us refocused. All right, we'll catch you back.
shit. Oh shit, whoops, my bad. Uh-oh. I clicked the wrong one. Oh no. Uh-oh. Alright. Well, if you didn't hear, welcome back. This is the Wood Chipper Podcast. I'm Dakota, that's Evan. If you're just tuning in, we're a bunch of fucking idiots. Fuck. Okay, so, yeah, okay, Dalton, you were right. It does say in the Wikipedia that it is a curse. It is a cursed object. And that it was, when it was given away, it stopped being, harmful to people. God damn it.
Dude, we were having such a great conversation,
We
too.
were, too.
Like, we were having, like, man, we were getting deep. We were, like, maybe this thing was given away, because it was given away, thanks, Dalton. Even though we talked for, like, 5 minutes.
My man!
My man. I appreciate it. Well, where are the rest of you, chat? There's 5 of you in here. Where are the rest of you?
Yeah, what the hell?
We were here looking like we're crazy.
Next time we'll just have to be like, oh yeah, we were just whispering to each other. Sorry you couldn't hear us.
But the curse, dude, it's a curse more so than a haunted object.
Yeah.
Like, you spent millions of dollars, you greedy little, you greedy, you gonna spend all your greedy money, and playing Warframe, whack, grow up, get a real game. I'm kidding.
Get a war game, or a real game like Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, play Dead by Daylight like you're a real adult. I'm kidding. But, no, this is more of a curse than a haunted object.
Yeah.
And I feel sorry for the mailman. But no,
Thought it was your headphones? No, brother, sorry. It's just me being a dumbass and not unmuting the right thing.
I hope, like we mute right when we go to break, because man, we talk about some private tea, dude. I hope that, like, if someone was like,
oh, it was muted. It was. I made sure to mute it.
Oh, I just want to make sure.
I just unmuted the wrong thing. Actually,
Yeah.
let me see if I. Okay, so I did remute the remote desktop. Okay, it's all good. Well, we want to talk about another diamond.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, this one's called a Black Orlov diamond. You ever heard of it?
No, not necessarily. Other than
So,
our research here.
The lore.
Lore
How
drop.
how the lore goes.
The dad lore's coming.
That it was rumored to be part of a statue. In a statue of Brahma. I think I'm saying that right. It was supposed to be the Eye of Brahma. I'm a refined gentleman. I hate myself, so I play anything made from software.
Elden Ring, you masochist, I knew it. You were a masochist. This explains everything. I know it all now. You're a masochist, Dalton. That's okay. I'm glad you admitted it on stream.
Well, when you said that, all I could think about was Adam Sandler. Or no, not Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey. I'm kicking my own ass. Do you mind?
All right, let's go on with the.
All right, so it was part of an idol, a Hindu idol, in Pondicherry, India. I think I said that name right, but it was stolen by before it was stolen by a cleric. A Jesuit?
A Jesuit?
Jesuit, yeah, a Jesuit cleric in the 19th century. The curse is pretty much linked to misfortune, financial ruin. It's a curse. But I don't know why we're getting curses on haunted objects, but I guess you can kind of categorize them as the same sort of thing. Tragic deaths of the owner, and it reeks of classic markers consistent of, the cursed artifacts and stuff like that. You want to hear about the owners?
Sure, let's go downhill.
Alright.
Oh, man.
So, First owner, not the, just actually it might be this dude. I don't know. His name, the first accounted owner, other than the would you say the Jesuit? Jesuit, cleric. This dude was named J.W. Paris. This was 1932. After bringing it back to the USA, he reportedly jumped to his death from a skyscraper. Evan, what the fuck?
Just keep going.
The next owner was a Russian princess. God, why do I gotta say all these fucked up names?
Suka.
Liana or Leonila?
Linnea.
I'm sorry, princess. I can't get your fucking name right.
Leona.
Galitzin Burintinsky and Nadia Vigan Orlov. Oh, that's where the Orlov diamond comes from. That's where the name comes from. Okay.
Vigan Orlov.
Vigan Orlov. Both allegedly died by suicide in the 1940s.
Oh.
Now, breaking the curse. Oh, okay. So here's some more lore. So it doesn't tell me the year, but I'm guessing from how old this page is. It doesn't tell me. Okay. So there's a dude named Charles F. Winston. He was a stone cutter. Or he's known as the Cutter. He split the original 195 carat gem into 3 pieces, hoping that the dilution would lift the curse. Okay. And then the most recent account of it, 2004, a dealer named Dennis Pettimezma.
This is Russian, right?
No, this is American.
What is up with these names?
This is America. Said it feels pretty confident that the curse has been broken, and the diamond is now part of a brooch and a necklace set. Oh, so they broke it apart and then made it into a necklace and a brooch set. Great. Okay, so that means it's somehow together. And as of right now... Oh, okay, so it is split up. It looks like. It is being displayed at this very moment at the American Museum of Natural History in New York City.
Dalton says he can see.
Dakota, I might be old, but at least I can see, damn it.
Can you?
Vatican diamond?
I
That's
wanna-
not what it says.
I'm trying to figure out how the heck there's a random chat that says cock on it, and then it's not actually in the chat log. Watch your mouth when you're in chat. Thank you.
Oh, I see it. Who the hell is that?
We'll cuss and stuff, but I don't know who you are, and we can't see it in our own chat, so watch what you're saying. Or I'll find one mod to pull you out.
It's Hunter. Yeah, don't say that shit in chat. That'll get us banned.
So
I think that
you.
word's fine. Just as long as I don't know.
We'll ban you. So
Yeah, we'll ban you. Don't fucking do that.
We don't need your just talk to us normal. It's not.
That's
that
why
hard.
we have a Discord channel, damn it.
Yeah, this is what we got a Discord channel for. This is what we got privacy for. So just chill. There ain't no need for it.
There's children present, exactly. Evan.
Yeah, I'm a child.
Let's see.
Yeah, that thing's behind because there's 4 people watching right now.
Wow, I have no idea.
That thing's way behind.
But, as I said, it's being displayed in the American Museum of Natural History in New York City. And also in London's Natural History Museum, which I have no idea where the hell that is. I'm guessing it's probably in London?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Captain Obvious. Also, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. That might be why we're having viewer issues, because you're not subscribed and you're watching for free. So, subscribe. But, so once again, this is like the Hope Diamond, and it's cursed.
Cursed, yeah.
It's more of a curse.
Now I wonder, they're probably not the same diamond.
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't think it's the same diamond. Dalton, you said the Vicodin diamond? No, it's called the Black Orlive diamond. It's called. It's also called the Eye of Brahma. Brahma. Different diamond. Unless that's something you want me to look up, then put it in Discord. Subscribed, freaking losers.
I love our fan base here.
Love it. Bully me. All right. You want to what do you want to get into next?
Let's just
Brother Bear.
Let's just hop into another one of our own personal objects.
My personal
Well,
object.
Dakota's objects. I don't own any haunted objects that I'm aware of.
He gives me the haunted objects.
I usually let him hold on to it.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm more mentally stable than you, but. What do we go for? Because I really don't know anything too much about those. Those are
They're
more newish, so we
they're
haven't.
Juju.
Yeah, they just feel funny. Very old. Very old. There's a couple names in this one. It was written in, I can't read. Cassiel Garder. New York, 1890.
Yeah, we got
This
some
is a
old,
Bible.
We got some old Bibles, and this in Commandment spelled wrong.
Say what?
Or Testament spelled wrong.
Yeah, Testament, it's R is backwards. Testament. Wait a second. Yeah, it would be an A, wouldn't it?
Testament.
Why does it say Testament?
Testament. That is strange. That is one of the weirdest.
Yeah, it says, and there's a bunch of...
I know, you dinosaur.
The year I was born. 1980? Jesus Christ, you're old.
1890.
Oh, 1890.
1890, you dinosaur. Oh, man. What a young man.
But yeah, there's a couple names written in it.
Have you gotten Social Security yet, Dalton? I need to know these things. I'm catching up.
I don't think there's anything else written in it. It's just this one gives us bad juju.
Yeah, we got a lot of objects that you... Until you investigate them, it's just bad juju.
It just gives you a weird feeling.
You're like, vibes.
Okay, so in the book it actually says the New Testament.
Okay.
1889 is when this was made.
Yeah.
Translated out of the original Greek, and with the former translations delicately compared and revised.
If you want to make that happen, Dalton, I will play a whole story. We will figure out a way. Now, Dalton
We'll come
encrypted-
up with lore before
will.
we start a video. We'll just record something. And we'll do it.
Yeah. Yes, the elusive Dalton.
Daltron.
Yes.
Dalton.
Yes. Yes. I'm all about it. We'll make some lore. We'll sit like, I don't know, just trip out for hours and then like write a whole story about you. Then we'll just look dead serious on a
The
podcast.
Kenneville Cryptid.
The Kenneville Cryptid. We'll talk about you dead serious on a podcast while you're watching and just.
We'll have you just slowly out of view with some sort of weird mask on. That just pops up and we just don't react to it.
You're just there.
appears. Or I move it and we somehow get a 50-foot ladder for outside my window. So you're just peering in. Be like old Greg, LMFAO, Guitar God, Paltrow, or Daltro.
Dude, I love it. I love that.
That would be such an amazing thing. We'll stick your ass out the window.
We'll put you on a ladder outside the window. It'll make you knock on the window and it'll just open it, and there you are. That'll be your introduction to the stream.
We'll do some like
That'd be
creepypasta stories or something and
Yeah.
throw his ass in there. Yeah.
Absolutely. Anything to make your kid feel great. Yeah, like Dad is a legend.
We'll mark it just for once for kids.
For once.
The Legend of Guitaro Daltro.
Guitar Ultra. He plays Slayer in a single bound.
You hear that whisper on the wind? Sounds like Seether.
Do I see Eddie from Iron Maiden?
Oh god, that'd be great. That'd be so fucking funny. Alright, we're off topic again. We're already 2 hours into the live. I feel like this is gonna be 4 hours.
Oh my gosh, I feel so bad.
It's alright.
It's a Friday night. What else do you gotta do?
Yeah. Hold on, let's see. Dalton sent me something. What did you send me? His boy's watching Henry Danger.
His boy's watching Henry. I've been roaming around. I've been looking down.
No, that's stop.
all
Shut
I
up.
see.
Shut up. We're gonna get copyrighted. Do you have anyone that you want to talk about? Any of the things? Shit, my hat. I can't put my hat up. Sure.
Are you talking about? We all know the one I want to talk about.
Well, let's hold that for the end. Unless you're ready to end it, and then we can pick up on part 2 Sunday or something.
I don't know if we'll do a part 2 on this, but because there's just the haunted object thing. It's interesting, but unless you have the research, it just kind of repeats.
Yeah, I mean there are. You want to talk about something spooky? I'll give you something spooky.
It's my dookie.
Now. So there's really. Okay, now here's something. We're gonna take you back to 1987.
Great year. I was young.
1987.
There was a gleam in my father's eyes.
BD.
Are you talking about B.D. Cooper?
No, hold on.
Okay.
No,
I
not
was
B.D.
gonna say
Cooper.
B.D.
Hold on.
Cooper is way off target, but we need to talk about him one day.
BDB. You know what that stands for?
What?
Before Dalton's birth. It's from Horicon, Wisconsin. I think that's how you say it.
Interesting.
It's called the Tall Bunk Beds, or the Tallman Bunk Beds. Have you ever heard of that?
Ooh. I think I have.
So, early 1987, there was a dad, or I guess a family, the Tallman family, bought a bunch of bunk beds from a thrift store. And soon after, their children mysteriously became super fucking ill. And unsettling activity happened, doors slammed on their own. It says, Doki gets flagged for bad language. You got flagged for that? Really? Wow, okay. Wow, they're really cracking down. We might really need to start watching what we say.
They're cracking down. Dookie's a bad word now.
But, unsettling activity as doors slammed on their own, clock radios wildly changed stations, chairs, suitcases moved, strange occurrences during the night, and it just progressively got worse over time. The kids actually saw, the two youngest girls reported seeing a glowing, fire-like old woman in their room. Their brother later described seeing the same entity watching them, and they named it the Red-Eyed Witch Apparition.
That's creepy.
It is creepy. Now, there are a couple different other accounts of, let's say, the father. The father's account is said one night after confronting the entity, Alan Tallman, that's the dad's name, came home to eerie howling from the garage, admitting there was later saying there was a lady that was made of ghost flames with red eyes, and then items like his lunchbox and tools were thrown by unseen forces at him. So they pelted his ass with tools and shit. Imagine getting hit by a hammer flying at mock Jesus. Yeah. Dun-dun.
Sorry, I am doing something for us here real quick through the Discord. I'm going to try to put the link in chat.
Dope. Okay, Evan's gonna drop the link, copy, paste it. Actually, you can't.
Actually, you might be able to. I am a moderator, so I should have every way to share invite. No. Keep going. Keep talking.
Okay. So they brought in a pastor, and the pastor said he felt evil. Like, there was just evil in this house. And he blessed the house and offered prayers to the family. But even after he had left, the activity continued. So whatever it was strong enough to,
I hope that works.
An Elden Ring chat. But, apparently a nephew who was skeptic actually converted when he witnessed the same horrifying figure, the glowing flame lady with fiery red eyes, screamed, prompting the family to flee for good. And then, so this happened 1987. Now we're going to jump to February 1988. The Tallmans buried the beds in a landfill where no one will ever build, and no one will ever find them materials or any part of them beds again, and handed the house back to the FMHA. The hell is the FMHA? No idea. But no haunting experiences have been reported in the house since. But apparently the people that run the landfill still to this day say there are freaky things that happen where they do see that lady like walking around the landfill. Yeah, it's just some creepy old lady attached to some bunk beds, which that's pretty weird. Why would it be attached to bunk beds? That's the main, unless that woman beat her children and then they went to heaven and she went to hell or something.
It would be crazy. It definitely, it's crazy the thought that an object like that can just...
And as simple as a bunk bed.
Yeah.
That tells you it could be anything.
The fact that anything,
Some creepy old lady.
Oh, dude. No wonder we keep getting squirrel. Dalton's in the chat.
Yeah.
He's trolling hard.
Maybe 2025. I'm a man, guys.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Now that we're men, we have facial hair. Now that we're men.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry for calling you a creepy old lady. I apologize. But think about it, dude. You're just buying a bunk bed. You trying to get the little Timmy and little Joey to sleep, and there's some old lady going, "I'm gonna touch you, boys."
Actually, it's two girls.
Or two girls or whatever. "I'm gonna touch you, girls, with my flaming hair." And this creepy old lady.
It's that creepy old lady from Adventure Time. Oh my God! I've made the connection.
It's the creepy old lady.
Wow.
Wow. And I'm just,
Wow.
"I'm gonna touch you, girls." And
Okay,
looking
stop
like,
saying that. That's weird.
like going to Ghost Rider, dude.
Flame on.
Just, I'd hate it. And I would put that thing in a landfill too. Like half these haunted objects, I'd probably light on fire and send them back to hell where once they came. 'Cause
Actually, if you light object on fire, it doesn't get rid of the demon. It just, or the malicious entity or the curse. It just releases it, and it's like worse than if you thought it was bad then. It's worse now. You fucked up somehow.
I just ruined your day. The juice is loose. Get a load of this. The juice is loose. So I guess let's start getting into this. Yes. This is a fun one. I like this one.
This is a fun one. So it's not haunted, or at least not that I know.
It's just got a history.
It's got a history, and like when I brought this into my house, weird shit started happening, but then it shortly died down because you don't give it any attention, they starve.
Yeah.
That's the best way to deal with a malicious entity. You just refrain from doing anything, and if you just emotionally block yourself off, it'll eventually go away. Don't look at me that way. But this is actually really fucking interesting. So this would like hang on a wall or on a desk or something. There's a little M on the back of it. It's still got the cell sticker from when I bought it. But yeah, so it's a exorcism and a last rite kit. So what it would do is, this would be the base. You'd insert the cross like this. And I actually have super old papers. See how old this fucking thing is. Hold on, give me a second. So this was printed. I can't tell, but it's called a sick call set. And also an extreme Oh shit, what the hell does that say? UNCTION. Uncnation? Uncation? Extreme yeah.
It's probably in Latin. Oh, I know.
What does that say?
It is instructions for the use of a sick call set.
Sick call set. It's also called the last rite kit, and an exorcism kit.
On a small table which is situated so as to be seen by the patient, covered with fresh linen, place the sick call set, and at the crucifix entered in the slot of the base. Place a sacramental candle in each stick holder. Also have on table a glass of water, a spoon, the communion cloth, and the bottle which is supplied filled with holy water. If the sacrament of extreme usation is to be administered, a member of the family should meet with the priest at the door with a lighted candle and conduct him to the sick room. In addition to above, have a small plate containing crumbs of bread and make up 5 small balls within the absorbent cotton furnished in the set. So this is for extreme illness. Someone's on their deathbed.
And that's just that's pretty much the sick call stuff. The other ones, I don't know where it is, but I guess the priest would know what to do with this stuff. This was just in your house if, you believed in Jesus or something.
So, I think, let me get into my
I have a little bottle that says holy water on it. It's actually super fucking old.
It's probably empty right now.
It is empty.
So,
it says holy water right there on the bottle, and it's got a cross on it. You can't see it. I'm sorry. There's no way to help you. Oh, damn, that's clear. Holy shit.
Give me 1 second here.
You know how you make holy water, right? You boil the hell out of it. Oh, the plastic fell off. The plastic is so old that it just falls apart as soon as you touch it. That's how old this thing is.
So,
and I have something way older to show you guys.
I'm going to explain what this is actually used for and what it's a part of, because this is a Roman ritual. So if you know, in the Roman Catholic Church, there was a book written.
Written.
It was written.
It was written.
It was written by Pope Paul V. he had come to he had a vision of something like the devil or something, and he had a fear of the Catholic Church being corrupted, which, funny enough,
It is.
the corrupt Catholic Church. He was having these fears, so he wrote this thing to help defend the church from demons.
Mm.
And in that, there's 3 books. You have the first being the first one has to do with sacrament. We talk about weddings and stuff like that. The second book is an exorcism and the rites of exorcism. And then the third one is the last rites, which is about death. So this particular object you have here is a part of the as a part
This one
would be used in death and administering the last rites of somebody's life. So if someone's on their deathbed, they're dying from cancer, dying from old age, the Roman Catholic priest would come in and they would pray your last rites. And what those last rites are is pretty much to secure your salvation in heaven. They make sure you're absolved of sin and that you are on your way to heaven when you die. And it's the last living rites you will receive as a person. They do more after death.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. They'll, I wouldn't say sage, but burn incense over your body and other stuff to get you, I guess, weird ritual stuff in the Catholic Church that they've always done. But this is where someone is taking their last breaths on this earth, and this priest is coming in and, offering them a chance to repent of their sins before they die. So that cross is a very associated with death.
Yeah.
Heavily with death. May not be haunted, but that cross there, if it was ever used, experienced death. There is death and energy from death attached to that cross. So it's a cool object. The fact that that cross has seen some of these people's last moments alive, it's endearing in a way.
It's creepy.
It's creepy because death is naturally creepy to humans. But
do not use that damn thing when I die.
you
keep it the fuck away from me.
Here I come.
Especially this one that I have right here.
There is, we have an actual exorcism cross.
Yeah, a cross that was used for exorcism, and it is old as shit. Like super old.
I don't know how you found it, but it is.
Yeah, I don't even remember how I found it. It just kind of appeared one day.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was spooky.
Spoopy.
Should I get into it?
Why not? We're already
Show the
talking about
camera.
This thing is freaky.
So, it is... I don't know how far I've been able to date back the fucking... What the hell is all over it? There's something all over it, and I have no idea what the fuck it is.
The demons are oozing out.
It looks like wax. That's the weird part. Well, that'll never come out. But there's symbols on this cross, and it's got Jesus on it, and it's got a skull and crossbones at the very bottom. It's got, I'm guessing, the sun and the crown of thorns on the front.
Does it have the what do they call it, like the IN?
Yeah, it's right here. Yeah,
Which
that one actually has that too.
This is Jesus Christ, the King of the Jews.
Yeah,
that's what that means.
Yep.
Inri.
Yeah. INRI.
Yep, Inri. This is Jesus Christ, King of the Jews.
And then on the very back, it has a sword through a heart, and then it's got a snake or a rope around it. I can't remember what the meaning of that is.
We
looked it up a long time ago.
We should have wrote it down.
I should probably show the camera exactly what I'm talking about. So this is the cross. And it's no bigger than my hand. But it hung off of a rosary. It was pretty much like a I don't know how to explain it. An exorcism rosary. That's all I can say. This was part of a rosary.
Yeah, like a
that has
chaplet.
recently been broken, or not recently, but whenever they had it, it's been broken. And then on the back, you can see kind of some of the wax and shit that popped off on it. But this is wood. All this black stuff, that's ebony wood, or I think black lotus, one of the two.
Something like that, yeah.
But that's wood, and it's coated, and you can see the outline of it. That's brass, and it's brass fittings, brass everything. So it's an old fucking cross. I can kind of. Everything's backward on the camera.
It's. I think that's the object we've had some of the most activity with.
Yeah, that's why I think this one was used. Because it just kind of appeared one day. I don't remember how I got it. It just popped up. And I looked it up because I was confused. I was like, why is there a skull and crossbones on a cross?
Yeah. Every time I see that cross, like, I think that cross has some negative energy attached to it. Because when I see it, I get bad vibes, dude.
Bad.
I'll just say bad vibes. I get darker vibes when I see it. Let's not just say bad. Like, dude, this is not pleasant. You know what I mean? It's dark. There's some evil about it. Just like the rosary, I had to break a rosary and bury it on the land. Remember, because there was I don't know if we did it or if it came to us like that, but a demon ended up attached to a rosary we had. And every time we put it on, like someone wore it, it had really bad, like very bad things would happen to it, or
The
happen to the
skull
wearer.
is a symbol. It symbolizes Goliath, meaning place of skull.
Oh, Golgotha. Okay.
And it also is believed to be traditionally believed to be the burial site of Adam.
Oh, so so that skull on that cross has to do with the location where the crucifixion happened, which is Golgotha, which is called the place of the skull. And if you go into the lore, or like you go into deeper study about the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, when he died, they believe Golgotha was where Adam was buried. And there is proof of this in Jerusalem on Golgotha, where the spot they believe Jesus was crucified. There is a crack in the ground. And that crack in the ground leads to where they believe is the crypt of Adam, where Adam was buried. And they have proof that this was a crypt. And they say the blood of Jesus went down this crack. And the blood of Jesus covered the first Adam, which covered the original sin of man. And that's what supposedly brought the new covenant and era of grace. If you were into Christianity, you now know what I'm talking about. If not, I'm just talking nuts. But I do know that part now. But why would it be on an exorcism cross?
Yeah.
That thing we have done EMF on. We have
gotten shit off of it before.
Well, it's
always charged. It's always got energy. That's one of the things that you leave alone and it does not go away.
It seems very demonic.
Yeah.
We've had some of our darkest
shit with this cross.
With the cross, we've had when we get it out and we are actually investigating it and putting energy into it, like because we're investigating it, stuff around the house go messing around, flying, and one of these times we've got to make a live stream like with our phones or something on YouTube when we're doing actual investigating on these things, so people are like, y'all are crazy, like, you know, they're not saying, oh, you're just crazy. No, here is the proof here, dude. You know, your fridge is running.
Oh, I was like, what the hell is that sound?
It's your fridge. We have a mini fridge in here.
Yeah.
Keep you thirsty.
But there's also a heart on the back of it. If I can get it right up close.
I wonder if that's the Sacred Heart.
That's what it says. It says it's the Immaculate Heart of Mary and the sorrows she endured during her life, particularly during the Passion of Christ.
Yeah, because Jesus' mother watched him die.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see if I can... I don't know, it's the same color as all of it, so it's kind of hard to see, but it's also got the crown behind his head. And shit, and then it's got the INRI shit. If I can just keep it straight. There's a skull and crossbones. But yeah, this fucker is old.
It's probably one of the most creepy objects, I would have to say.
That I have, at
Yeah.
least.
That's one
Other
of
than the carousel. I have a big ass carousel that had like some sort of weird, or has some little kid attached to it or something like that. And like,
yeah, that's a no from me, chat.
yeah.
It's pretty bad. You know what? We've kind of talked about all the haunted objects we got.
Yeah,
The
we
rant,
went through all of them.
We were gonna talk about Robert the Doll, but there's just not much information on him.
You want to give him a brief description on Robert the Doll?
Any of you guys watch Stranger Things?
Fuck no.
You ever see? If you have, you know what I'm talking about. The Scoops Ahoy outfit. Robert the Doll is a doll that wears a little sailor outfit, and he was bought for this little boy. I can't quite remember the name. I'm just going right off my head. Down in Florida, was bought for this little boy, and
Robert Eugene Otto.
Yeah, bought for Robert Eugene Otto.
By a Bahamian servant skilled in voodoo, Robert blamed it for odd events.
Yeah, this doll started to gain a personality, and this kid said Robert was his best friend.
It moves on its own and it giggles.
Yes, and it does all the things that cause a lot of harm to people. Now it's in a museum down in Florida. I can't remember the
Key
name.
West.
Key West, Florida.
Key West, Florida. It is in the Fort East Martello Museum.
And when you go there, if you say anything nasty or you take pictures without permission, bad things happen. People have been known to get cancer diagnoses. People have been meant to been attacked constantly in their sleep and many other things. People who have taken photos of him unwillingly have had to delete the photos and return them to Robert and apologize, or they continue to get haunted. When Sam and Colby went there, they took a picture of Robert, and not a month later, Colby got diagnosed with testicular cancer. And he had to send the picture back and apologize, and then he went into remission.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it's a coincidence. Like I've said, it could be a coincidence.
Yeah.
But this happens repeatedly to anyone who takes pictures of Robert or mocks Robert or does anything like that. They end up going through this. And bad things, and that's how Robert is. And now he stays in that museum, and that's just where he is right now.
I thought he was going on a tour.
No,
He wasn't on tour?
you know who's on tour, dude? You know who's on tour, dude? You've made a mistake. You made a mistake. Oh my gosh, we all know who's been on tour. Everyone's been seeing it in the news every 2 months now.
Not us.
I have. I'm glad that little demon hasn't come crossover in a cornfield yet.
Be glad she hasn't yet.
Dude, I will smack him. I will smack him if they
Can you
bring that.
imagine it running around like Chucky from Dead by Daylight?
Dude,
I'd punt that little bitch.
oh my gosh.
If you don't know who we're talking about, it is the infamous Raggedy Ann doll known as Annabelle.
I hate that doll.
Evan hates this damn doll as well as the person taking care of it right now.
Oh my gosh, I can't stand this doll. I can't believe. Oh, dude, you didn't send me anything about Annabelle. So Annabelle.
I can tell you the first encounters and shit.
So Annabelle, as you know, it's not a porcelain doll like it is in the movies.
It is a Raggedy Ann doll, and I'm not pulling it up for you. You can look it up yourself.
Nope, absolutely will not. Nope. If you want me to stay in this room, you will not. So it's a Raggedy Ann doll, not a porcelain doll.
Even people say pictures of it freak them out.
Yeah. And she was known to haunt these families and choke out the owners and crawl up their leg and beat and attack.
So you want me to tell them the story?
Go ahead.
Okay, so the story of Annabelle, so she began appearing. Oh, I guess okay. The names are Donna, Angie, and Lou. 1970. Annabelle began to appear in different rooms, moving from bed to couch with no explanation, which terrified all three of them. There were physical attacks reported. Lou reported walking or waking to the doll climbing up his leg and choking him, and suffering 7 claw-like wounds on his chest that miraculously healed within 2 days. And there have been, so with her in this house, there were the famous, this is why it's in the movie, is there would be crayon writings on paper and on the walls and stuff of something saying "help us" or "help Lou," adding to the uncanny creepiness. It was pretty creepy. And then after that, the Warrens got it and got to it once they concluded that the doll housed a violent demon and not a child spirit, because that's exactly what they thought it was they thought it was a child spirit that was just bad.
Lorraine ended up Lorraine ended up being the one to confirm it was a demon.
Yeah.
She looked at it and said, "That is a demon from hell. That does not need to be in the possession of anyone, and that it should be locked away and taken away from the world because it was that evil." And
Well, at first they didn't realize it.
yeah,
They just took it in, and the demon was like, "Yo, what's up? I'm with you guys now." And so their first encounters with it, I actually have it logged.
Yeah.
On their way home with Annabelle after leaving Donna, Angie, and Louie's house, their brakes failed.
Yeah, they were.
And their power steering stopped, and it could only be resolved after sprinkling holy water on the doll. And right after they had finally got their car fixed, they went home, they went to bed, they left the doll in the creepy ass room that they have, their museum, and woke up and reported, or their stories at least from the family of the Warrens, like their son, or no, their daughter, reported that Annabelle levitated and moved through rooms like right when the Warrens got it to their house. So that bitch was moving around and floating and stuff. Freaky as shit, I know. After they discovered that, they got a secure box and with prayer inscribed in the glass case and outside of the glass case, which I think you can see in the pictures if you look it up.
Yeah, you can.
You can see there's a devil tarot card on it. And there's been museum incidents, even before the most recent stuff. And this happened not too long ago, actually. It was like, 2018, I think. A man had mocked Annabelle and died later in a motorcycle crash.
Yeah.
You remember hearing that, where he poked the glass or something and tapped on it?
He was mocking it.
Yeah, and mocked the entity in it, and then he later died. And so this was while it was inside the museum. So even if it was, it being encased in glass and shit, the demon could still run free and stuff. That's why it was so weird.
So, like, the worst part is, like, that's not the only, like, this has happened repeatedly. Zach Bagans from Ghost Adventures, they brought Annabelle to the Haunted Museum, and John Zaffis brought it there. There was a bunch of drama afterwards, and I'm going to get into that here in a bit. But
I still have more visitor deaths.
I know, but, like, Zach actually touched her.
Yeah.
Zach Bagans from Ghost Adventures touched her, and the next day his car got struck by lightning.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, even some famous people...
Wasn't he walking out of an IHOP, too? And
he was walking out of a restaurant, and it went... And like, it's not just him posting
There's
about
a video
There's
of
a
it.
there's a video of it, and people talk about it. Famous people have been affected by this. This is just not just anybody, and so it's gaining this notoriety, But go ahead, go on, continue with some more encounters.
So, actually, a priest that went to bless Annabelle and stuff insulted her, and later that day crashed into the back of a tractor trailer, barely surviving.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they said it's a miracle he survived. Like, the grace of God came down and was like, no, you're not dying yet. And other visitors have reported that some of them would faint. They would feel an overwhelming sense of dread. Cameras malfunctioned, and even one homicide detective said after he had went and visited the Warren Museum. Sorry, I'm burping a lot. After he went and visited the Warren Museum, he retired early, like right after he went. And what he says was he was stabbed psychically.
Yeah.
And after that, there's really no other reports of it, but those are just some of the most recent ones, because that happened like super recently. And then you have the investigators, the paranormal evidence, where they captured Annabelle on voice box, on a spirit box.
Yeah.
And also on an SLS. If you don't know what an SLS is, I have actually made one. And what it does is it outlines figures. Or really what it does is it measures depth, and then there is a kind of system that recognizes figures
through
and
infrared.
stuff through infrared lasers. And they actually caught something like crawling on Zach and like touching the doll's hand and walking around.
It was coming from Annabelle and touching Zach.
Yeah.
From Ghost Adventures. I know a lot of people say they're over dramatic, but some of the evidence they catch is pretty genuine.
Yeah, like you can't fake that. I mean, yeah, you can put all the little dots and stuff, but not everyone knows what that means.
No.
But like when I saw something, and I actually caught something on my SLS crawling up the ceiling, and that was the freakiest fucking thing, because I sitting there looking at my cat, and my cat was staring right behind me, and I'm like, what the fuck are you looking at? Well, I got up, went and got my SLS, hooked it up, and there was something like climbing the wall or I guess it wasn't climbing the wall, it was hanging off the wall upside down, because you can see it's like a stick figure. Is when it detects motion, it outlines a stick figure. So you have your legs, and then you have your body, and then your arms, which were 2 bars, and then you had your head, which was 1 bar. And it was hanging off the fucking ceiling, or not, yeah, it was pretty close to the ceiling. It was like the corner of the room where the darkest shadow was.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. It freaked me the fuck out. Afterwards, I think I had Adeline burn sage or something like that. I can't remember. I know you were here.
So, with Annabelle, like, Ed and Lorraine Warren, with all of these things happening, that they made a decision. This is where the rant starts. That this doll needed to be in the museum at all times and locked away.
Yeah, it never moved.
It never moved. They said that museum is supposed to be its prison.
Yeah.
Because they thought that this doll was the epitome of evil. Now, here recently in the news, if you've seen, Annabelle's on tour of the United States.
Yeah, they're driving around with it right now.
She was in West Virginia, at the West Virginia Penitentiary. A bunch of 19 inmates escaped. She went down to Louisiana. They started having a bunch of problems with their electronics. And now they brought her to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. The most haunted town in the United States of America due to the Battle of Gettysburg, where over 12,000 people were massacred over 3 days. And the most haunted place. And the moment she got into town, Gettysburg lost any way to contact their local authorities, like 911 or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, their whole entire thing went down. They started having issues with water and electricity. And Annabelle started acting very erratically because obviously the air is so charged there from all the death and the energy. And not even a couple days into it, and this has been on the news, the dude that was bringing her around the country was found dead next to her in the hotel room.
Yeah. What I've heard is that his heart exploded.
Yeah, like
He had a major heart attack or something.
So that,
I can look it up real quick. I will be quick.
but like Ed and Lorraine Warren, and the family both came to this conclusion: do not bring this thing around the country. Keep it in the museum because it is a prison. And we're now dragging this thing around the country, giving it all sorts of energy. There's been rumors of it being escaped, even though those ended up being untrue, and all these things. And now somebody's found dead next to her.
His name was Dan Rivera.
Yeah, and
Or Rivia.
And so now there's somebody dead because of it. And this is where I get frustrated. Because supposedly John Zaffis is the dude who's really in charge of what happens with Annabelle. He attacked Ghost Adventures for forcing him to bring Annabelle over to the Haunted Museum. And that they tried to profit off of it. Like, John, you're one of the most respected dudes in the field. And I respect you a lot. And you're probably never going to watch this unless we ever get famous and you decide you're going to look through this. But to me, I'm just talking in the air. Why are you dragging this doll around the country? You know exactly what Ed and Lorraine Warren said. To not drag this thing around the country because you're giving it power.
And you just took it to the most charged fucking place on the goddamn planet, pretty much.
Yes.
At least here in America.
Here in America. And then you brought it to West Virginia. And you brought it to Louisiana, where voodoo is. You know,
Yeah.
You're charging this doll up and taking on a world tour. Get that thing back in that damn museum. That thing is a real entity of evil.
And you're
And
parading it around like it's the fucking...
It's a money grab, dude. You can't attack Ghost Adventures for being a money grab.
Or being hypocrites.
Or being hypocrites, because that's what you're
being one.
You're doing the exact same thing. That doll, I don't care if you're bringing it to a Paracon in New Jersey. I don't care. That should not be leaving that museum at all. There should be no reason why you're bringing a demonic entity and parading it around the country going like the Pope. You're putting it in a Pope mobile and putting it down the road. Look, it's Annabelle. You're giving it energy. This thing is a real demon and been proven time and time again this is a real demon. You are giving exactly what it wants.
Not only that, people that watch the movie that have the fear.
Yes.
The energy, the raw negative fear energy that walk around that motherfucker just to be like, oh yeah, I saw Annabelle. When, it couldn't really gain too much energy, only when people visited it.
Yeah.
And stuff. And now you just gave it this unlimited wealth of fucking, because you're taking it out of that goddamn box.
Yeah, they've been taking it out of the box and letting it be free. That is a prison that is meant to be in there. It should not be allowed out. You should not be free handling it. The fact that you got to handle it with like 2 pairs of gloves and
should tell you something.
And holy water should tell you should not be touching this thing. Yet you are, and you're attacking people in the field for they want to experience, because everyone's here for views. They want to go out and experience that Annabelle.
Yeah.
And now you're attacking them for wanting to experience it, yet you're parading it around the country and you're doing no better. You're doing no better. You need to stop attacking people for that crap. when you're parading the dang demon across the country.
Yeah.
What are you doing? It frustrates me. The fact that Chris McKinnell and Lorraine's grandson, who I happen to have been put into contact through my paranormal experience, has been going. Their grandson has been so pissed off on Facebook, going that this doll shouldn't be out. This thing is a real primordial evil and a demon, that they should not be parading it around the country. Why aren't you listening to the family? The family that is still alive is telling you to stop and put that thing back in the museum and lock it up like it's supposed to be.
Put that thing back in the box where it came from, or so help me.
So help me, if that thing ends up in Indiana, I'm going to beat it across a cornfield. Because I am not, no, that thing, I am horrified of that thing. If I find out that thing's in Indiana, I'm moving. It's just gonna happen,
It's on
dude.
site.
It's on site, dude. It's on site, dude. I'm out of here. It's not happening. You stop parading that damn thing around this country. I bet you Ed and Lorraine Warren are turning in their graves more about what you're doing, John Zaffis, than what, and I know I'm firing shots at some famous people right now. John Zaffis is one of the top demonologists in this paranormal field right now. But Ed and Lorraine Warren be turning their graves at what you're doing because you're profiting off of them.
And they told you to not move the damn thing, and it says everywhere what they said. This doll does not leave this place.
And you're not listening.
Under any fucking reason.
No, and I'm sorry, to the one person who's watching this rant, if there's anyone watching, I don't even know if Dalton's still here.
I have no idea, I haven't been paying attention.
But,
because I'm just as pissed as you are.
Yeah.
I understand, oh yeah, people can't see it, but, it's not really, it is a museum. It is to go in and check out. But also, they were very skeptical about even opening that damn museum to anybody.
No, John was the one who pushed it to get open.
Yeah.
And then he attacked Zach because Zach opened the haunted museum and said that they were copying him and tried to sue him.
I didn't hear about that story.
So they've attacked Zach Bagans and the Ghost Adventures crew, and I get it. The Ghost Adventures crew's got their wildness, craziness, but they're actually a pretty decent guy. Yeah, Zach's a little bit of a dick. He cheats on his girlfriends. He's a piece of shit. Whatever you want to say, but you can't call them out for doing that shit.
Yeah.
When you're doing it too.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. And I know Sam and Colby caught some flack late last year because Sam went and took a picture of Annabelle and tried to do some weird ritual with Annabelle's picture and stuff, and that didn't end well. And they all try to attack him and stuff, and, John's like, you shouldn't be doing that, blah, blah, blah. John, what are you doing? Yeah, John, what are you doing? You're parading the thing around the country.
That'd be crazy if he commented.
He's not going to. He won't even see this video. We're just two dudes with 19 subscribers on YouTube. He ain't going to see this.
That'd be funny if he did, though.
If I get a cease and desist letter, I'm going to say, go ahead, take me to court. One, I don't have any money, and two, you are wrong. You're parading a demon around the country. Whether you want to say...
and this is our opinion. Our freedom of speech is covered by this, if you want to try to pull that bullshit.
It's the constitutional right of freedom of speech.
Yeah.
So, what I think
we're allowed to have opinions if you're a public figure.
Yeah. You're parading a demon around the country. You are no better than anyone else, so you need to stop going and attacking people. That doll has been known for casualties. And just another one just happened this week.
Yeah.
I'd be taking my happy ass, put that thing back in the museum and locking the door and staying away from it for a while because you are clearly just as corrupt as half the other
And
field.
are they bringing a priest onto this shit?
I don't know.
Do they have a priest that goes around with them? I don't know.
I don't know.
To be honest, but...
I just know they keep taking it to some of the most haunted locations in the United States and putting it there, and it gets more and more charged as it continues to do it. Like I said, West Virginia Penitentiary is one of the most haunted penitentiaries.
What's his name? What's the dude's name?
John Zaffis.
John. So, what if he's fucking possessed? What if it got under his skin?
It wouldn't surprise me.
And it's using him to fucking... That'd be...
The infatuation, and I think that's what kind of Chris McKinnell, the son of Ed and Lorraine Warren, our grandson.
Yeah. Or son-in-law, was it the son-in-law?
No, he is their grandson.
Okay.
Yeah, he is their direct descendant grandson through their daughter. Their daughter is his mom.
Okay.
But he's been on there like telling if you want to know the truth about Annabelle to the full extent of the truth, go find Chris McKinnell and the Warren Foundation on Facebook, and Chris tells the truth. He tells the full story, the full truth, and not even the changed names either. Because some of them stories, like the motorcycle accident and stuff, and the priest, those names were changed to protect the actual identities of the people. And he came out and gave their real names. I trust Chris over John. I'm sorry. Chris's literal family. He is a Warren. He is a Warren. I trust him. And he purposely founded the Warren Foundation to help deal with situations like this.
Yeah.
And John's been out there just making a complete and utter fool out of himself, getting rich, profiteering off this doll that shouldn't be profiteered off of.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to speak illy of Annabelle, because even speaking illy of her can do things to you. I'm more talking about John and what he's doing.
Yeah.
Because that frustrates me.
You're charging a negative entity.
By
You're giving it the power. You're rechanging its fucking batteries.
Yeah.
Exactly what you're doing.
You've taken it to West Virginia Penitentiary. That is one of the most evil places in America. You have taken it to Louisiana, where voodoo is, and hoodoo, and very negative witchcraft practices are down there. And now you've taken it to Gettysburg, where the biggest loss of life in United States history has ever happened.
Is this to show us it, or to give it a fucking sightseeing tour?
Yeah.
Which one is it?
Yeah, it just seemed...
Taking Annie out for lunch. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, you're giving an evil entity like that power, and I don't necessarily apologize for attacking your motives of what you're doing, because you have attacked other people's motives about that doll. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You're like, ooh, check out this cool toy.
Being a hypocrite.
Yeah. Like I said, you attacked Ghost Adventures, you attacked a couple other places for the stuff with Annabelle. You've attacked the people who made the movies, because it wasn't what happened, blah, blah, blah. Yet here you are.
Yeah.
And now somebody's dead for it. Again, this is not the first time.
Yeah.
That should tell you something.
How many people have died from Annabelle? Or at least they say coincidentally. I don't believe that for a fucking second. If they touch it or insult it in any way, and then they end up dead the next, 2 days?
Yeah.
After fucking with it, or saying, like, even if, it could have been like, why am I carrying this dumbass doll around? And you could die from that.
Yeah, you just... Like, Annabelle infatuates me, because how did it get so haunted, you know?
Yeah.
And how did it become demonic like it did? But
it's because people believe.
Like, the notoriety and the fear and stuff behind it has given it power, and now you've given it more. And you weren't supposed to. Like, you were talking about taking an object and letting it lie and nobody paying attention to it, and it loses energy.
That's what they should have done.
That's what the Warrens wanted done.
Yeah.
They didn't want it necessarily forgotten, but they did not want it exposed to the public. They keep that thing under lock and key.
And I bet
don't let people see this
that
thing.
Seal that was on there, the inscriptions that's supposed to be on the glass.
Yeah.
How much you want to bet that was to block energy from getting in?
Yeah, I would agree. Because
like that probably created some sort of barrier around the damn thing.
Yeah, and now
and you opening up the case 5 fucking times does not help either.
No, it doesn't. And unfortunately, you're messing with people's lives. You're like, oh, cute, they get to see Annabelle. You know what you just did? That person who had probably a normal experience with Annabelle, they walk up to that doll terrified, and now it's giving off energy. That person's giving off energy, and now Annabelle...
Final Destination's their ass.
Yeah,
literally,
and takes their energy and feeds off of it.
If it's a motorcycle accident, lightning striking a car from leaving a restaurant, plowing into the back of a damn tractor trailer,
brake failures,
even Ed and Lorraine had issues with it before they got it into that damn museum.
Yeah, and you're telling me it's okay to parade it around the country.
Yeah.
It sucks that we have a small audience, because I would love for this to get posted to people, the higher ups in the field could see this. Because us little guys, low totem pole guys that are practically amateurs at this point, I see the problem in what you're doing. You need to pay attention.
Like, we have haunted objects too, we have fucked up objects that freak us the fuck out, and that freaks everyone else out that ever encounters these things. But you don't see me taking them on fucking tour.
No.
They stay in a basement. The only time I ever show them off is to show. And that's it. I'm not getting money from it. I'm not being greedy.
No.
Like, if you think you're a man of Christ, take a step back and look at what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
And that's coming from a fucking Norse pagan.
Yeah, and as a Christian man myself, why you say you're doing all these prayers and stuff, anointing it with holy oil, because you know it's a demon and it reacts to that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You should, of all people, as a demonologist, one of the top demonologists in the field, you should know that thing should not leave that museum.
Yeah.
There is a reason that it was locked down there, and it wasn't so we could look at it in a museum. It was a prison.
Yeah.
Just like all the other objects in Ed and Lorraine's collection down there. When you asked Ed and Lorraine Warren what that museum really was, they said, yeah, we'd open it to people, but really what it is a prison for all those objects. Because there's more than just Annabelle in that museum.
Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of other
some horrid, like, I want to say Annabelle's the worst, but there is some horrid objects that have done some things to people down there in their museum. And the whole thing was they needed it to be a prison to lock some of the most evil and darkest things down there. And you go and now you let them out and you parade them around the country. That frustrates me, and I agree with the anger of Chris McKinnell and some of the other Warren family members, who did that. It's not how it's supposed to be. Those things are supposed to be locked up for a reason. Annabelle should not be allowed to be out there in the world.
And the museum was permanently closed.
Yeah.
After a while.
Yeah.
They were not to open it back up again.
No, when Lorraine died, because when she passed away, she asked for her final wish to be closed. For no one to be in there anymore. And yet, to this day, paranormal investigators are going in there. John Zaffis is out there taking Annabelle across the country, whether it's to Ghost Adventures or whether it's to haunted locations, whatever you want to say. And just craziness. Like, I was on a professional team for a while, but I'm still kind of new to the field. Dakota's still kind of new to the field compared to some of these guys who've been in the field. And
we're well seasoned, if that makes better. We're not complete fucking idiots or jokes about this kind of stuff. We're well seasoned to it, and we know how serious it is when you do something like this.
But when you got a dude who's been around that doll for probably 40, 50 years, and
how the fucks with him?
Yeah, why would it? If you're defending yourself against the entity in that doll, then why are you doing what you're doing? Because you're giving it exactly the power it wants and needs. So you're confusing, I don't want to be near that thing. A lot of people and friends I know are like, I want to go see her. I want to go there. No, I don't.
There's also paintings of the haunted places.
Yep, that's something Ed did.
Yep.
He would take Lorraine around to these houses, and she'd say they were haunted, and what he'd do is he'd paint a picture of the house, and he'd give it to the owner, and he'd give them an in so they could get and talk to him about the paranormal activity.
Yeah.
And that's how Ed and Lorraine got started.
Mm-hmm.
So there are many paintings out there of the haunted locations that Ed and Lorraine.
They have even Native American things in there. They
Yeah.
have Native American things, stuff from England, a bunch of different.
I know they have stuff from like tribes, like cannibalistic tribes and stuff.
Yeah.
But no, that thing with Annabelle frustrates me. The fact that that's allowed to happen. The fact that the same people who are like, we need to be careful with Annabelle, are, the exact ones that are doing it. You know what I mean? They're it's ridiculous. But yeah, there's a lot of haunted objects in the museum, and the reason they're there is it's a prison. It's not just for show. It's to keep these entities locked somewhere so they're not wreaking havoc on the earth. Like some of that stuff was owned by Antoine LaVey. There's haunted mirrors, real human skulls. There's some other very haunted objects. That not nearly as bad as Annabelle, but Annabelle's in there for a reason, and it frustrates me that she is being toured across the country because that is ignorance. That is ignorance. The fact that that is happening. Unfortunately, you guys can't really see what we're looking at, but there's.
I can put it on for him. You want me to?
I don't even know if anyone's watching, honestly.
Whatever.
It don't
I'm
matter.
looking at a bunch of objects and stuff that they have at the Warren Museum. Creepier than hell. There's Annabelle.
I do not.
They have masks and stuff. Yeah, just a bunch of creepy shit. There's Annabelle. Yep, she sits on a locked box on a wall, and it says, "Warning, positively do not touch
Open.
or open." I don't know, it just says, "Warning, positively do not." You get the gist of it.
It means do not mess with it. Don't. But here we are. She's being paraded around the country.
Yep.
I don't know when this stupid tour is supposed to end or what, but it needs to end. Enough people are dead. You know, you've made a fool out of yourself, bringing that thing around the country, and chaos following it everywhere
It's
it
not
goes.
too late to put it back in the box.
Well, yeah, I agree. It's never
Until
too
it
late.
is too late to put it back in the box.
That's when she disappears.
Yeah. So is that true or false that she had disappeared from this dude?
That was false.
That was false.
Uh,
okay.
Chris McKinnell confirmed it was false. He did his own because he's personal too. Like
Yeah,
he
he
gets
gets in
inside.
contact with him.
Yeah, he's the insider. So that wasn't true, but the parading it around the country was, and some of the events that happened following it were true. You know,
Yeah.
like the voodoo stuff and what happened in Gettysburg. I remember seeing the posts of what happened in Gettysburg.
Yeah, wait till a group of Satanists. You walk past a group of Satanists with that damn doll. And, or not Satanists, but you know
the Luciferians,
the
dark.
Luciferians, the ones that really do dark magic and stuff like that, like summon demons and shit, and they see that.
You don't think
You don't think they'll try to get you?
Yeah, they will try to get you because that is a real demon. You know that.
And they'll try to take it from you.
That is a dark. That's not just a normal demon. That's something like that's high ranking.
Yeah.
You know how we talk about there's a hierarchy in hell. That's a high ranking demon attached to that doll, and I don't know who it is or what it is, or I don't care to know, but it's the fact that you're doing it is foolish, very foolish. I believe you guys are some of the smartest dudes in the field and stuff like that, but you were warned by the best of the best to not take that thing out.
Because it's a big ass money grab.
And you're doing it anyways for a money grab. After you just attacked other people for doing a money grab. You're foolish.
Yep.
That's about all I gotta say on that rant. That's pretty much about where I'm at to finish here.
Well, that does seem like a good place to stop. Because we can make another episode about all the other stuff.
Yeah, later on. It doesn't have to be necessarily the next episode, but...
Well, that's all for the rant today. You ready to close up shop?
Yeah, let's close up shop.
Alrighty. Well, thank you for listening in. We appreciate you. like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you know when we're posting. Or there's a link to our Discord. Join our Discord.
Yeah, we're gonna have to post that in the description later.
Yeah, I will post that in the description right after I post this video. So watch for it. Other than that, thank you for watching. This has been the Wood Chipper Podcast. We love you. Bye.